Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of Out of Redoubt. We're going to go ahead and give one of our players an opportunity to earn a point of inspiration with a recap of what happened last time. Pen?
I think we were asleep when it started, and then there was a whole hullabaloo outside, and something was happening. And we stepped out to see what was happening. And this guy, God, what is his name? The
Lockhern?
Yeah, see, you took notes. He's telling us that there's something wrong with one of the watchtowers in a cardinal direction, being attacked or it's on fire or something. I'm doing really good. And as we're like preparing to take on the onus of helping the problem at hand, because our group has kind of de facto been involved in helping the town out because we get paid pretty well for it, and we're not doing anything else better. We meet a mysterious figure who is known to the locals. Her name is Rosemary. She has a little sled that she drags along that has her supplies on it, but can also be used to escort people. Whether they are alive or not is not really of concern. And she also agrees to go with us to solve this problem at this watchtower. And we meet her, and she's a little odd. She has a very distinct manner of speech and seems to be older than she looks, but we don't know what she looks like. She has a one of those plague doctor type masks. So, and you can't see inside it. So I don't know. She's just like a short woman. Anyways, we go out and we get ambushed pretty much immediately by bandits. Whomst do we fight and beat up? And then I think we take one prisoner. Right? Is that right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And Rosemary decides that she wants to have a conversation with this guy. But whatever she wants to say or do is not something for our eyes to perceive. So she escorts him a bit of a distance away from the rest of the group and asks him a few questions, of which I cannot remember at this current moment. So, Julie, if you want to toss in what you asked this guy, that would be fantastic.
I mean, you learn about Dagon, that's about it.
Say that again?
He learns about Dagon.
Dagon?
That somebody... Dagon, yes.
Okay.
There's a... It probably... How important could that be, right?
Extremely important, but that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Important. And that's pretty much where we left off. Right?
Basically, yeah.
I don't know. I was gonna give a recap, so I'm sorry that
just as a note, the session opened with a flare alerting everyone that there was healing needed in the distance, and Captain Lockhern reported to you that you were heading to an outpost to go provide that healing.
So what I'm getting is you should have done the recap.
Well, you got enough to get an
Outpost
inspiration.
9.
Yeah, Outpost 9.
Damn.
You got an inspiration
Why
point.
was I the one who did it?
That's fun.
Because you volunteered, and that's good enough.
I was a fool.
But a cute one. Well done. As the party, which consists of Rosemary, Agni, Meander, and Snow, make their way north and east, heading towards Outpost 9. We're going to move the map to our travel page. A moment, please.
Our trade. Do we still have that? Like, oh no! And then Rosemary like executed this guy.
Yeah, he killed the guy. Yeah, he's dead as hell.
Yeah, of course.
As one does.
I'll let him go to sleep.
Yep.
Tie those knots.
He went to sleep, that's it.
I'm
Does
sure there
anyone
would be...
remember why my maximum health is reduced?
Were you cold?
I think it was that, yeah.
Yeah, your
was
max
a bad
health
con
was
roll.
reduced by a con save against the cold that you failed.
Which is funny because your name is Snow.
Cool.
Snow doesn't handle
you
the
might-
cold.
By the way, you might have to import my character for the HP stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Oh yeah, I gotta
Doing it
change
now.
that.
Yes. That's
One
okay. Doing it now. Make sure it's
I have
correct.
HP for some reason.
One wonders why.
Who knows?
All right. As you guys are sorting out your HP and all that, we're going to go ahead and move on with the travel as you guys are heading in the direction of Outpost 9. You know that it is not that much farther ahead. You've been hiking for a while, and I need a D100 from one of you, please. I don't care who. Could be any one of yous.
I got it.
Thank you. 29. Okay. Let's see here. I need a D4.
Dips.
Okay.
1.
1. Over the next 30 minutes, the wind picks up, rolling over the low hills of the icy vestiges. It is freezing cold. The wind is biting into each of you. I need everybody but Rosemary to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That's right, because she's toasty.
Rosemary is oddly warm. Yes.
15.
Okay. Snow, that is a success. Meander, that's a success. And Agni, just missing a con save from you.
Just doing the health change.
Hmm.
What is the website again?
D&D Beyond?
No. For the environment they have going.
135, point 134, point 140, point.
Thanks.
Oh, you need the invitation link. I'm sorry.
Just send you this.
I'm like, you're asking where I get my art from? I can tell you, I guess.
I was just trying to do it quickly, and normally I go look for the link, and I was like, somebody just tell me. All right, and what are we rolling?
Con save.
Okay.
We all rolled decently for once. That's nice.
Hey, you
Okay.
all
I got
succeed.
14.
14 is successful. The winter is biting, but your gear is keeping you warm enough that you do not suffer the adverse effects, and you are not slowed by the frosty winds and blizzards that are coming over the hills. I would like a perception check, and I'd like to know what your guys' marching order is. Who's in front and who's in back?
I'm in the middle. Where
That-
it's safest and warmest.
Is not what I asked.
It was
But all right.
probably somewhere towards the front.
Okay.
I guess I'll be in the back for funsies.
Rosemary, where are you?
I'll be in the front since I'm guiding them. Also,
Okay.
I would probably drag my own sled.
Okay, so you're pulling your sled. Agni's in the back. Does it look something
Yep.
like this?
That's right.
Sure.
And is everyone doing a perception check?
I need a perception check from Rosemary and Agni.
I see. Good roll.
Honestly, yeah. Question mark, as always.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Agni. You see something in the distance, and it's a little alarming.
Guys, I see something alarming.
In the distance?
There are
In
silhouettes.
the distance, even.
I swear to God. There are silhouettes in the snow that are heading in the same direction as you. As the blizzard, your vision is obscured a little bit by the heavy drifts of snow that are coming down, but there are moments when you can see clearly, and with your 21, you see that there are 4 shapes that are trudging through the snow in the same direction as you. They are not moving normally.
Uh-oh.
They are moving erratically with jerky movements. And from this distance, you can't really see what they are, what they look like, aside from the shapes that are being described to you right now as rough.
Okay. Well, before I talk to the party, my only question is, are they gaining on us?
No, not at all.
No, they're
In
just
fact-
kind of wandering around back there?
No, they're heading in the same direction as you. You only just noticed them now. but they are moving slower than you. As in,
Alright.
they're losing ground on you. So if you
Oh.
want to interact with them, the party has to stop or go to them.
Sure. Hey, crew,
Oh, that's us.
take a look behind us.
Eh.
There's some weird figures in the distance.
So Snow and Meander, you both can make a perception check now. Now that it's been pointed out to you. Rosemary, with your 15, it's just a little bit too dense of snow to see what he's talking about.
Lose some weight, Snow.
Meander,
18.
Meander, you see the same. Shut the hell up.
Oh. You know there are demons just around, right? That's probably what that is. We should just avoid it.
You want to avoid demons.
Yeah? Don't you?
Hang on, let me see a little closer.
You could do that?
Okay. That does not help you in this situation, Rosemary.
But is there any magic around?
I mean, the sword on Agni's back is a little bit glowy.
Chloe.
It has a little bit of evocation magic to it. Just a little
There are
bit.
I
orcs
see.
nearby.
And what about that harp, though?
My
No.
harp?
Nope.
It's just a regular harp.
Hmm.
The magic comes from within. I think we should avoid those things. Unless you want to fight more demons while we're trying to help other people.
As long as they don't sneak up on us later.
Just keep an eye out then.
But if they're demons, they would move faster than that. So
Yeah, they're moving weird.
That's
They're-
what I
they're
don't
s-
like.
They're slower than typical demons or people. Demons are pretty
Some just
resistant to the
zombies.
cold.
shambling corpses. That's fine. Let's go.
Are we leaving them or are we going toward
Happens.
them?
Maybe they'll catch up to us eventually.
Maybe. They're going in the same direction we are. Maybe they saw the flare.
I mean, lost ones do like to hang around. Never mind. Let's go.
Okay. I'm going to keep an
Guess
eye on
we'll
them as we
visit.
leave, though.
Okay, you're looking
sneaking
over
up
your
on
shoulder
me.
at them. It doesn't say you guys move for another about 500 yards, and they vanish into the snow. You don't see them anymore. They're just slower. Yeah, they Homer Simpson away. No, they're trying to keep up, but it's clear that you guys are moving faster than them. And they vanish.
Just some lost travelers that we just doomed to death.
Sure.
Classic.
Good job, team.
I mean, I don't care.
Okay. As you guys continue onward, Rosemary leading the way out, post 9, you crest the hill in front of you. And on top of this hill, it's like a plateau. And you see that on a small rise that's maybe a quarter of a mile ahead of you, you see there is a stone structure. It is not very big. It has a wooden, not really fence, but like a spike wall around it with big openings in it. That's clear it's meant for passage, but guarded passage, like the sort of thing you'd expect from like a checkpoint. And on this structure, you see that there are lookouts all around it on the plateau high above it that are literally just these rickety wood guard posts that are high above, maybe 30 feet off the ground. Each of them are abandoned. You can see that from here. Roll an investigation check, anybody who wants to.
Okay.
Like singular or just like everybody who wants to?
Everybody who wants to roll an investigation check can do so.
Can I do
Natural
something different
one.
then?
19.
Can I touch Lavender and see if there's anybody that I've drawn blood from? Aside from,
There is not here.
aside from the one behind me.
Yeah, there is
Funny.
not. You don't get anything.
Ooh. Natural.
At least not from here. Natural 20 and a 20. Agony, you see on one of the guard posts on the far side, there is a creature You can see it particularly well at the moment as it's above the outpost, and it's like looking down into the outpost. As the blizzard winds low over the ground, you see on this stand, basically, there is a blue and gray creature that looks humanoid in shape, but it has like a pink face, and it looks shorter than you'd expect.
I don't even know what to expect.
Where is that?
It's on top of the guard stand on the right-hand side of the outpost. It's maybe 800 feet from you. You're approaching.
That's pretty far.
Yeah, you have spotted this from quite a distance away. The snow up on this plateau is less harsh than it was lower the hill. You can see fairly clearly at this point. At least maybe there's a lull in the blizzard. And you see this creature. Agni, are you proficient in Arcana or Religion?
I think neither, but
Okay.
bring it up.
Rosemary, you see that, and you know it is a Dretch,
Wretch.
which is a small demon.
A dretch?
Yes.
Dretch.
Okay.
Whether Rosemary conveys that to the rest of you is entirely up to Rosemary, but you do
Dretch.
know what that is.
I would convey it to the children, yes, since I'm still protecting them for now.
What's a dretch?
It's a small. Don't worry about it. It's a small demon.
Don't worry about it. It's where we're going.
Well, you've been in Redoubt, right? That's literally
For
the
like a
battleground.
week.
Wait,
I
you
mean,
never. How long have you been? Wait, for a week. Okay, so you don't.
I killed a demon once in a group setting. It was an activity we all shared.
We all shared.
It's not like
It's fun
smashing a
times for
monkey's
all.
head with a. It's you're in Redoubt. That's a battleground for a legendary fiend.
I'm learning that. I'm just saying it's not something to not worry about because it's
You're
where we're
learning
going.
that.
So
You're
if there's one,
you're so much of a child. You're an infant to me now that I learned that.
I'm 40 years old.
Well, that surprises even me. But
She told us that before, but I still
You forgot.
I
didn't
definitely
realize
forgot.
that she is such an infant to me now.
Cool. Well,
I'm sorry for calling you a child, infant.
talking down to me aside, maybe we should figure out what the fuck we're gonna do. I'm imagining fighting will be involved.
yeah, if there's one, there's bound to be more.
Multiple.
And
And
there's
there's
no
one.
way-
There's probably a greater demon.
There's no like people that should be here. They're all just gone or something.
We don't know. Maybe they're
That
being
we
held
can't see from
hostage or dead.
They're
I was
this
just
is-
asking what we saw.
So there absolutely should be people at this place that you're heading to. This looks like the outpost. Seeing a demon on one of the guard towers is not promising.
Okay,
Yeah, of course.
practically we should sneak, but she'll look at the party.
Yeah, that's not my forte.
Sneak. I can sneak.
I can blend in. Snow is going to shapeshift into Scale Drake.
That's not blending in. What the fuck is that?
They're very
Giant
sneaky,
monster.
okay?
Ah,
They
I
blend
can
in
turn
with
into a dretch. Well, sort of. I can make myself look like one.
Okay,
Do you
look,
do that?
I said I could. I'm waiting for feedback, but one of us is a lizard dog.
I mean, animals are more alarming than humans, humanoid creatures at least. But
Ooh, I know how to make us quiet.
what
I
is
can
your
cast
brilliant
silence.
plan?
Oh, that's pretty
Don't
good.
do
'Cause I'm
that.
gonna clink around in this thing.
Don't do that. What's just to get up close?
You know that silence stays in one place, and
No, you can cast it on something. Any creature or object. Wait, hold on. You hold on a second. Oh, you're right.
Brush up on my
What?
literature.
I feel like
Never
feel
mind.
like there is this whole arc you're working on in another campaign about getting Silence to move with somebody.
Shut up.
All right.
I mean, that's darkness.
Okay.
You want to cast darkness? Go ahead.
That
but
was a dumb suggestion. I retract my statement.
Do you
How
have
do you-
the darkness spell or something else like that?
I didn't prepare it today.
You have the darkness spell?
I think I could cast it, but it doesn't matter because I don't. It's
I don't remember how it works.
a moot point.
Well,
I don't have it
let me
on
just
me.
tell
at the moment.
you, don't use the darkness spell because if they're greater demons, they can see through that
Oh,
easily.
okay. Well,
In
okay.
fact,
Well,
actually, what
won't
color
cast
is
it.
my mantle right now? What color is my mantle?
Are you asking the DM or Meander?
You get everyone.
Red?
I don't know. Can we see it? I was thinking red, but like.
I'm just looking at your character. Red?
It is red, yes, but if you have dark vision, you can't see colors at night.
Is it
It's
night?
only grayscale.
It's not night at all.
Is it night right now?
No, it's not night yet.
It's like early morning.
Okay. So I'm not colorblind. That's good. What are we gonna do?
Well, we're going to.
Snow is gonna start sneaking it closer to the base.
Okay.
Good idea.
Well,
I will follow him.
Everyone who wants to can roll stealth.
I
Agni,
did really good last time. I
you
snuck.
you can roll stealth at
Do your best, Agni.
I'm going to look at Agni and be like, so you're not going to sneak, are you?
Do I look like I can clank around in this quietly?
I rolled a natural one, so don't
I
even worry
can-
about it.
I can do something if you want me to, but I see they're kind of.
Okay,
not
so
good.
Meander begins to try
I
to
may have
sneak
fucked this up already.
and immediately face plants in the snow. Like she tries to crouch down behind the scale drake that is Snow, and she's like gets a foot caught in one of the footprints and just poof, face straight
Does
in
she
the
make a
snow.
loud like bleh sound?
Yeah.
Of course I do.
There's
It's
a
very
yelp.
dramatic.
There is definitely a yelp.
Well, I guess you can't be worse than that, right? So.
Yeah. So
Literally
did
cannot
anybody
get
notice
worse.
that?
You all see, those of you who noticed him already, the dretch on the guard post just turns and like looks toward the direction of the yelp.
And Simon rolled a
that's it for
natural
that
20.
idea.
That's so freaking funny.
Oh, before I forget though, here, take this. Little boy, here, take this. And she'll give Agni something.
I look at it.
It's a small parchment wrap treat. That's it.
It's a
A
what?
what?
A treat?
It looks like
Yeah,
a,
small.
it looks like a
No,
candy.
no.
You gave him
It's a little
grandma
ball.
candy from your pocket?
I
Yeah.
will stare at you
he's already-
oddly.
Dab the fucking syringe in him.
In undercommon, it says Werther's original. No.
I'm just gonna be like, thanks. Anyway, we're about to get have company.
Ugh.
Agni, so you take the candy?
I mean, of course I take the candy when I'm putting it in my
Do
pocket
you
or
eat it?
something.
You're
Do you
now
know?
in the possession of the cursed candy.
You have no idea.
If you
I do not immediately eat it.
add to your inventory 1 rosemary candy.
Sus.
Okay.
Sorry, we have to keep track of this piece of candy that we've given.
I will. If told, I will consume candy out of character, I guess. But just let me know.
You can't.
Not
I'm
bad.
not going
Well,
to
she
tell
didn't
you to
say
eat the
anything.
candy. Okay.
No, she just didn't say anything. It's like I'm just telling Rosemary. Like, if you told me, I would totally eat it.
I mean, if you guys asked me, I would do whatever you want, within reason.
That's not what I mean. I don't know what it does. I think it's just candy right now. Is basically what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it's just candy.
Of course
Okay.
it's
No,
just
it's just candy.
But if it does something and it might be helpful, maybe tell me to eat it at some point.
It's
Ah.
probably gonna take your soul, let's be
Mm.
real.
So, sugary sweets and treats in this world generally give you like a small buff to initiative.
You should eat it. Mr. Negative Dexterity score.
I mean, yes, I was just thinking that. If I knew that, I might do it.
Oh, I
Eat
did.
it.
I mean,
Send it.
actually.
Go for it.
Anyway, as you guys are sneaking up towards this outpost, and Meander immediately fails, you guys are moving fairly slowly. Agni, are you rolling stealth? Are you gonna give it a shot? Or are you just saying fuck it?
Just walk
I
right
mean,
up
I'll
behind
just
her.
fucking do it. But we already rolled it now.
So it's not okay.
It's cumulative.
It is cumulative. It's based on
And
the number of.
dog lizard rolled really well. Oh my god.
Okay, that's a 3
Yes.
actually. Just so
You
you
rolled
know.
worse than me.
You rolled a
Hooray.
0.
Alright, you know what? I
Oh,
will
man,
actually
it's
try to see
bad.
what I get. Oh, well, that's good.
Okay.
Balance
So
it out.
yeah.
Those two
All right.
digits.
So we have a 25, a 5, a 0, and an 18.
Hell yeah.
Dragging
All
down
right.
the average.
This is why I didn't want to try to stealth.
Hey, you know.
0.
Jeez. Okay. All right. So your average is. It's around 13, which is not great, but could be worse. As you guys are making your way towards the outpost. Let's see. You get maybe about 300 feet closer. And you begin to hear music. It is tense. The music that is being played, it is clear there is anxiety behind it. It sounds muffled, as if coming from within, and it is slow and intentional. The notes are very long and drawn out. Meander, you recognize a countercharm.
Oh. They're trying to stave off being charmed. Whoever's playing that music.
What does that mean?
It means that these demons are probably trying to manipulate them if there's anyone surviving inside there, and they're trying to keep their wits about them.
And they gave him what? A loot?
The Blade Maidens are all bards. So there might be a Blade Maiden in there.
There are multiple ways to stave off certain things, but so we're pretty away from the actual entrance, right?
Yeah, you're still a ways away. You're all about 300 feet away from the outpost at this point. It's just up the rise, and you can now all hear this. It's pretty quiet from where you are, but you see the dretch up top of the guard post. It is climbing down, and getting out of
Just say
sight from
hi.
you guys.
Never mind.
You don't see anything else from this vantage point.
We don't know how long they're going to last, so we probably should hurry up.
Well, they know we're here. You want to just go in
Knock, knock.
on all
Yeah.
cylinders?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a not modern phrase for that.
Do you want to go in now, or do you want to go in later?
What do you mean later? Are they gonna? Are
When
you?
they're all
As
dead.
in, there's a door. Are the gates closed or open?
There are no gates. It's just open.
Open. All right. Well, obviously there's one way in.
Yeah, and we got some people in trouble in there. Don't we want to do something about it?
Yes, but it's a death trap.
Isn't everything?
Is it? Well. Okay, what do you think we're dealing with here?
Demons.
Probably a greater demon.
I mean, just one? Is it that bad?
Usually they don't work together, but sometimes they are stupid and work together.
Any of you guys know what a greater demon means?
Mm-mm.
Well, okay. You do know a greater demon just means big demon. Generally,
Sure.
A greater demon can be anything from... none of you are proficient in...
Well, I'm half proficient in everything.
Okay, roll me an Arcana check.
Bard.
Mostly.
9.
You don't know what she's talking about. You're
What?
aware, like, a greater demon is likely a demon that is in control of other lesser demons, whether
Like
through
that
fear
Dretch.
or power. A Dretch is with that 9, and from what Rosemary's saying, a Dretch is literal trash. Like,
Trash demon.
yeah, they're not. They're like methods or quasits.
I thought you
or
said
imps.
meth heads.
They're like
I
meth
also
heads.
heard meth heads.
Yeah,
They're like
basically.
meth heads.
You find them in every
Pretty
alley
close.
in downtown. They're just a waste of your time.
Well, there's probably going to
Uh,
be more of those thingies in there.
Yeah, mostly just ask because like I
You
basically feel like I
hear-
can take them.
You all hear the music
So-
like pause for a moment, and then start up
Does
like suddenly and exaggeratedly, as if the person.
We have to hurry.
does the dog child understand language, or is he too
He's
low?
competent. She pats Snow on the big head.
But he can't speak language in this form, can he?
No.
Snow
I
exhales
see.
loudly.
Oh, the
The dog.
dog wheeze that makes everyone sad.
The big
More
deep
like
sigh.
a like dragon breath, but not quite dragon yet. So just
Okay, it's a smoke. Just
What
Yeah.
size is he actually?
he's medium.
dog size.
Medium?
He's
Okay.
medium. He is as big as a person, but horizontal.
A big ass person. I mean, a big ass dog.
Well, we can
It's like I'm laying down.
not
approach it at
suggesting
two
a
different
rabbit.
angles if you want to. But
Sure, I'll take the door. I start walking toward the door.
the door is not good. You're
How
very
tall
How
is
do
the
you
wall?
how do you generally enter buildings?
So the spike wall that is around the structure is. All right. So what you see is around the structure, the spike wall is close up to it. It looks like it actually merges with the wall of the outpost itself on the sides around it. They reach out and in front for like a small yard in front of the outpost, maybe like 30 feet away from what looks like the front door of the outpost, which you can't actually see from here because you're below it on the rise. The wall itself is as tall as the peaked roof of the outpost. There are places where the outpost is taller than the spike wall, but you don't think it'll be easy or safe to climb the spike wall.
And it
How do
looks
you get in?
intact all the way around.
From here, yes, you don't see any other way in aside from the opening in the spike wall that you were heading toward in the first place.
Oh, well, that's where I'm headed. Because there's no other way in.
Okay.
Yeah, Snow is gonna follow.
I've made the call.
Sneakily.
Okay,
All right,
so
well,
Doggy and Snow Girl's going to go that way. Okay. Little boy, do you wish to go in differently?
I mean, if you've got another angle, I don't mind flanking.
Okay, let's walk this way. And she walks around the wall a bit.
You guys are so far away. You're so far from the outpost.
We need to
You
get
can't
closer.
like you're like 300 feet away from it.
Oh, that's fine.
From this distance, you can't. It's not going to be feasible to walk around it without it taking a whole lot of time.
It's not that.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Well, I want to make sure there's no actual like buildings in the way before I do this.
To a point that you can see. You can see the entire like second level of the outpost from here. You see there's like a flat landing, a walkway that leads up to what looks like maybe a peaking point or a matriculation on top of the roof that looks like a guard point, similar to the guard posts that are around the structure. And you're pretty confident there's probably a way of egress on top of the roof. But you also see that there is another dretch that is up on that platform that I've described to you, that it looks like it's looking away from you. It's looking like toward the other side of the roof.
So is my companion willing though?
I don't know. Agni, are you willing?
It's like,
Did you say it like that?
Like you're willing or what?
Did you ask the question or?
I mean, you
Because
can.
I already
so
said I would
guess
go
you-
along, so I'm going along
You go
unless
along,
if
okay.
you're asking me a question. Like if it's like for some reason you need like consent,
I
then just
will
assume consent.
look up at the dredge and be like, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, little boy. And she will put her arm around him. And that happens
Okay, so
right behind the dredge.
what happens is Snow and Meander, you are like creeping up towards it. You're maybe like you've been making some progress as they're having this conversation. As you're getting closer, you suddenly hear from behind you a and you glance behind you, and you see just this sulfurous red mist that is vanishing in the air. When you turn and look back towards the outpost...
They exploded.
Yeah. When you turn and look back towards the outpost, you see on the left-hand side at the top of the outpost, this platform that I've described, you see Rosemary holding on to Agony just appear in a cloud of red sulfurous smoke right next to a dretch. And as this happens...
We should hurry.
Probably.
How far away are we at this
At
point?
this point, you're about 100 feet away from the entrance to the outpost.
Okay, we're running, I guess.
I dash.
Okay, so you guys are sprinting. Let me go ahead and I'll put... I didn't expect this to be the way this went. Hold on.
Sneakily.
I don't think we're sprinting sneakily.
Rumeme. You and everyone inside the outpost suddenly hear of footsteps suddenly landing on the roof above you.
Oh,
Okay. It's funny.
This is what y'all see.
Oh, that's a lot of demons. Oh no. That's a lot of demons!
That's a lot of
Oh,
demons.
there's a little closet over here. I want a pet closet.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's a lot of demons.
Yeah. So
This is all rooftop, or is that some interior, or like?
So,
Hard to
okay,
tell.
this is all rooftop.
Oh shit.
There
And
is
then
a
there's a
there's a
stairway down.
ladder down right on this last ping right here. To immediately, like, as you've landed, immediately to your left, you see there is that stone guard post, and you can see there is a hatch in the floor of that you think is probably a way into the building. But, yeah, we're rolling initiative right now.
Do we get any surprise out of teleporting behind someone?
So Agni and Rosemary, you both have surprise. So you guys are going to go before any other creature
Lovely.
goes.
That's the best roll I can do.
Oh, well,
I rolled.
hope that wasn't sarcastic
Okay.
because mine's gonna be bad.
I rolled natural 1, by the way.
Oof.
Oof. Is it rolling mine? Oh, okay, there you go. You know what? That's actually average for me.
Okay, so
Yes,
Sin,
7.
go ahead and roll Rumeme's initiative.
Rumeme. Oh, it's a little tieflink. Tell by the character art.
sorry, I'm slow, but I'm getting there.
Okay,
Your dice are like mine.
Why'd you copy me?
so for the surprise round, Agni and Rosemary, you're both going first. Agni, you're going before Rosemary even, as you suddenly land on the roof and immediately a dretch. And it's like reaching out with its claws, but it's clearly caught off guard by your sudden fucking appearance. What do you do?
Okay. What do I ever do? I'm hitting this guy.
You probably hit it, yeah.
You gotta kick it off the roof, dude.
No, it's climbing down, sadly, so we can't really kick it off the roof once we throw it.
You can do
Yeah, I think
whatever
I'm just
you
gonna.
want.
I'm just gonna hit the guy. Hold on. Where is my button for this?
On your character sheet.
Should be in inventory, right?
What are you looking for?
The sword that I always lose track of.
How do you...
I mean, it's just not there.
Hold
So,
on.
I didn't do anything.
it is not in your inventory. What happened to it? Okay, let me just put it back in
It,
your
like, it
hands.
resets every game.
A moment. Hey, game. I told you to put it in his pants. There we go.
Nice.
Sweet. Well, I take it out of my pants.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh. Now you have a whole other problem.
He
on your
whips the
hands.
sword out of his
A
pants.
lawsuit.
There we
Yep.
go. All right.
And we're canceled.
So advantage?
We're canceled.
Yeah, you have advantage because he's surprised. Yes.
Nice.
Oh man, I was one short. I was like, oh, is that
You
a
have
crit?
if you have a
I don't have that
inspo,
thing
you can
because.
bump it.
Oh wait, like inspo can bump a roll?
Up to
Yes.
20.
Oh, that's crazy.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna hit him though. I'm gonna hit him. Let's see how this goes.
Okay. You slash him with the longsword. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's good damage.
You kill it. No, you
Okay,
don't.
sweet.
Almost.
Ooh,
You almost
okay,
kill
we
it.
do this.
Oh, well, you know what? I do get to hit it again.
You do get to hit it again.
They look Danish.
Do
the
they?
big people? Is that just your inherent racism for
Sorry,
Danes?
what was that out loud?
A little.
And
All right.
then just a d6.
Yep.
Does it have 1 hit point?
Nope.
Okay. So I actually have to
Does it
roll
have 2 hit
2
points?
hit points.
It had 3 hit points. It
Oh.
remains alive.
Well, I'm not doing anything special here, so
Okay. You slash it with the longsword, and and then in the scimitar it follows up, and he just and this fetid ichor is like spattered across the ground. You almost kill it on the immediate appearance. Rosemary.
Oh, I see. You need to cut deeper like this.
I'm just telling you how to
And I
go
will.
deep, Agni.
I don't.
You have
There we go.
advantage.
I forgot that.
What the hell is
I
happening?
probably did it like 3 times.
Then we
No,
heard
I
your
did 3
quacking
times.
on your end.
I would like to point out that this
Sorry.
like teleport behind this guy and swing with both swords and spin around was probably pretty sweet. And then she's just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you got to do a little bit better.
Get good, Scrub, with the 1 hit point he has left.
Okay, roll
I mean,
damage.
do I need to roll? Do I really need to?
It has 1 hit point. You kill it.
Yeah, like that.
So
Agni.
as the
Get your
dretch,
shit together.
as the dretch is like stumbling from being mortally wounded and it's about to fall over, Rosemary just like slashes it with this bone saw and it slumps to the ground, and immediately begins to evaporate into a sickly red fog, and it smells horrible.
I'm gonna look up and be like, well, I loosened it for you.
I'm sure you did. Let's look for a way in.
So we're in initiative. You can go ahead and roll an investigation, Rosemary.
Okay.
You see the hatch. That's likely a way in.
This one right here.
Yes. Aside from that, you don't see a front door, but you are on top of the building. You also don't see any other easy ways of egress.
So did the creature speak, right?
It said something.
Oh.
Hold on. You heard it say, "More mortals we will feast." And then as it was slashed, it said, "Oh, never mind." And then it died.
All right. So it spoke though.
Yeah.
Was it in common, right?
No, it was infernal.
So only you heard
Even better.
Yeah. So you heard
Even
that.
better.
No one else understood it.
Then she will lightly touch the ground where its corpse is at and say, "All clear up here," and what in his actual voice, and also infernal.
So you lean down. You say in his voice, "All clear up here." Okay. Roll me a deception check at disadvantage.
that. Anyone see us?
Yes.
Is there no one else out here?
Nope.
Okay.
People can see you.
All right. Yeah, we have to be very convincing.
This is ballsy. All right. You're
How
not.
dumb are they?
You are not confident you've convinced the demons that it's all clear up here.
It was a solid attempt.
Uh,
I rolled 2 6s, so
yeah, that's how it goes.
Consistent.
That is where. Okay, so that's your surprise round. And now we begin the combat. All right. So this stretch, and it shouts "Charge!" as it runs up, and it's going to get into melee with you, Agni, and it's going to emit a cloud of this terrible fetid smell. And I need
It's
you to
gonna
make
fart
it
in your
farts
face.
on you. I need you to make a con save.
Up, dude.
It's gonna stink.
Oof.
Oh, bad roll. Perish.
Okay, Agni. Hold on. You are poisoned until the start of this Dretch's next turn.
Oof.
This type of poison means you can take either an action or a bonus action on your turn, but not both, and you have no reaction.
Okay.
So it slows you, basically.
Yeah.
Too busy.
It
sweeping away the
smells
smelling.
so bad, you're like, yeah, you're literally distracted trying to like cover your nose and mouth, and it's awful. And as it does that, it's going to run up and it's going to claw you with its claws for a 21 to hit.
Oh, that's hitting.
Yeah, I rolled real good.
Echo said with childlike delight.
It doesn't happen often. That's 6 points of slashing damage.
Or is it?
That goes right through. I would let me take some damage, just to be clear.
I have
If it
a
seems
reaction, so
light-
I can do.
Okay,
I can make
fair
you
enough.
take no damage as a reaction.
You can choose to do that.
It's only like 15% of my health, I think. It's probably okay.
God, that's
Save it for a
lot.
bigger hit, like a
No,
Yeah.
it's just a reaction, so it doesn't matter that much.
I mean, if you can just do it all the time, then I don't care.
How did I roll this last time? Because I don't remember.
Okay, you can only do this like twice per long rest or short rest. So, because you're using superiority dice.
Well, that means I have 2 then, since
Yes.
you take me to rest. That's half his health.
Is that Battlemaster superiority dice?
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Interesting.
So you could choose to spend one of those superiority dice, or not.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so roll me a.
The D10
Yep, roll a d10, please.
plus what is it? My
Plus 3.
3. Yeah.
Okay, you completely
Wow,
negate
really?
the damage.
All right. Nice block.
Yeah, you don't take any damage, Agony. As the Dretch runs up, farting on its way, Rosemary prevents you from taking any of the claws. That's that Dretch's turn. Meander! You, seeing them appear, have been sprinting all through the surprise round. And you and the Skeldrake, I'm just going to put you right here, Snow, basically get on the edge of the map right at the start of combat. And as you're running up, this Quasit sees you, and it shouts something in Infernal. And you hear...
Ew, a rat.
Yeah, basically. Rosemary, you hear from below, "There are more coming! Be ready! Wah!" And that's what you hear.
The wow was
The
necessary.
law doesn't translate.
It's just Toad.
Your princess is in the castle.
So, Meander, what do you do?
Meander looks where Agni and Rosemary appeared, looks at the snow dog, and just says, "I wish she told us she could do that." And then she moves up a little closer and says, "This is gonna be loud." And she is going to take out Cyril's Vigil and cast Shatter.
I mean, you didn't ask, so.
You're too far away. I was talking to the snow dog.
I mean, it's kind of funnier if you're both just yelling that across the compound
So-
to each other.
Yeah, it's true. Please place the measured template where you're putting the shatter.
I'm looking where I can do the most effective amount of damage. They're too far away from each other.
There's a lot of stuff on the roof if you want to.
You'd be a
Please
perfect
don't kill
shot.
us.
Yeah.
I put it there.
Okay, you get those 2. All right, go ahead and roll your damage. I'll roll the con
DC
saves.
15 con save.
Okay.
And I might break some of the front door. So, knock knock, Rumeme.
Knock, knock, you about to get shell shocked.
Okay, the Maw Demon succeeds, the Dretch fails.
Damage. 4.
Wow.
I'm gonna reroll.
Wow. Didn't know
Whoa,
that.
you're
Have
That's
to.
That's embarrassing. I'm gonna use one of my inspos to reroll.
How many inspos do you have, Pen?
2.
Okay, go for it.
This is worth it because
I
that's
don't
that's
know.
a shameful. I don't really need your input, DM. I'm going.
You're
to
right,
reroll.
you certainly don't.
Ooh. 11's better.
Yeah.
That's
Still
better.
a pretty
Yeah.
good roll, but yeah.
Rumeme, you see across the room from you, the door suddenly like shatters. It doesn't shatter, excuse me. It vibrates in its hinges, the blocking on it almost shaken loose, and the Blade Maiden who's right next to it, playing the fiddle like feverishly, like looks at the door and just looks at you like fear-stricken and exhausted, like, oh fuck, more is happening.
And then you hear from a bit of a distance outside, "We're coming!" And then Meander's gonna get some cover behind this. And she's gonna give Snowdog a bonus action inspiration. Bardic inspiration.
So you should know the spike wall is not like...
Oh, is it jutting out? So she just walks into it.
No. You're not in danger of the spike wall. But you're like, you take cover behind it, and the spike wall has like openings, so everything can see you.
Oh!
So you're not really in cover, it's just
Okay. Well,
impeding
maybe
your
then I would have gotten behind this tree, I guess. I don't know how thick it is. I don't know how much cover. She's just there.
You're in half cover. That's fine.
She'll look at Snow and just
So-
say, "Get him!" And that's your
Child,
bardic
does
inspiration.
Get it,
she
boy.
announce her arrival every time?
Sick 'em, boys.
almost every time, yes.
I'm a bard.
Okay.
I say to myself because I don't hear them.
New class, who this?
It is now a Dretch's turn. The shatter is done, so that can go away. What? Did I just close
No.
the foundry?
I don't know.
What would that look like to us?
You're not in there. Yeah, you did close that.
It wouldn't look
There you
like
are.
anything to you because the server's up on my computer.
Welcome back.
I just left on accident.
Rage quit.
Yeah.
DM?
DM's had enough of this bullshit.
You killed my Dretch. I'm out. That
Chatter
was my
once too
favorite
many, bro.
Dretch. No, the Dretch is going to, well, it runs here, and it sees the Skeldrick running up. It sees Meander, like, duck into a tree, and so it's going to spit at you, Snow, in your Skeldrick form. This fetid
Gross.
Icarus spit comes flying towards you. That's a 16 to hit.
Does not hit. Jump
Okay.
to the side.
It splats in the ground, and you see, like, this green smoke rise from where it landed. The Dretch is then going to run forward, and it blocks the entrance.
Damn
That's
it, I was
its...
gonna do that.
Yeah, well. This
Yeah.
Maw Demon is Angie. It's going to run through its allied square and get into melee with Meander.
No, it's Uggy.
And it's going to bite you.
Ah,
It is Uggy, yes.
Ew, Uggy.
That's-
It is Uggy.
It's a 14 to hit you, Meander.
That's my AC.
Okay.
Baby.
Let's see here.
My beautiful face.
Oh, not my face.
One's beautiful.
ah,
face.
fish.
Aww.
Oh no, that's the
You
moneymaker.
take 5
This
points
is
of
a
piercing
bard.
damage,
After
Meander.
this.
Ow.
And let me read this feature. That might do a thing.
No.
Okay.
Gives me hepatitis C.
It bites you, and it's gross. That's what
Just a
happens.
good guy.
Yucky.
All right. Next is another Dretch's turn. This one surges forward, and it's going to also spit at Snow the Skeldrake. That's
Snake's gross, bro.
that's a 20 to hit.
That hits.
You take 7 points of poison damage.
Ow. I'm resistant.
Okay.
3.
You take 3 points of poison damage.
Aha!
And a middle finger for ruining my fun. It is now this
I didn't make
closet.
this race.
It's true. I did this to myself. This closet goes invisible,
Oh, pussy.
and you
The
hear it.
rat's gone.
You hear it like run past you, and you see little
Can I
footprints
take a
like
strike?
appearing in the snow. You can make an attack at disadvantage because while it is invisible, it is clearly running by you.
Am I not? Apparently, I'm not competent with the rapier I have in my pocket because I'm stupid. I guess.
What are you
She
talking about?
throws the rapier.
Oh, you're not proficient in a rapier.
I rolled a 7 and rolled again. Much better that time. I rolled a 7. I don't hit.
No, you do not hit.
Just
You both of you see like these tiny skid marks as the Quasit like knee slides underneath the slash, and then just keeps running in the snow.
get back here, you fucker.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you too.
It does speak common, and it is replying to you.
Oh, good. No, we can have this authentic moment together.
That's fucking hilarious.
Snow the Scale Drake, you're up.
Thank you.
Save it
I'm
for
gonna,
this time.
I'm gonna run up behind this guy or flank this guy.
Okay, you
and,
flank the Maw Demon. Yeah.
and take a bit of a swing.
Okay, go ahead. You have many options. You
Yeah.
can
Claw or bite.
Yeah.
You
That's
might
it.
get diseases if you bite it.
Remember, you add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll.
Which is
+2.
Yeah, I think that's already added there, right? That's the +3 -1 thing.
No.
Oh no, sorry. Aha.
Fool.
And I have a D4 for the bardic.
It's a d6, and you don't have to use it if you don't want to.
Yeah,
you can
you
do
can-
it if you see that you failed.
Yeah. Or if you roll poorly, you can add it to it.
Uh-huh.
With a 15, you hit.
Sweet.
Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
7.
7 points of damage. Okay.
And that is the end of Snow Dog.
Yeah. The Maw Demon, the claws rake down its back, and black Icarus blood pours out of the wounds, and it whips around. That it just looks at you, mouth wide open. It's kind of unnerving how it's just staring at you, not about to pounce. It just looks at you.
Well,
Rumeme,
The Scale Drake is staring back.
it is your turn.
I guess I will come out the window here.
As you run out the window, the Blade Maiden that's near the window sees you running toward it, and she says, "Be careful!" And as you jump out the window, all of you see a person jump out the window.
ooh, a
What?
Sparky person.
Go ahead and describe your character, Sin.
I have horns and
You're horny.
blue. Yeah, I'm horny, and I have blue skin. I look like Azula if she was a tiefling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great... I hope you're not a bitch like her, though. I guess we'll find out.
Kind of.
Oh, no.
No. Not terribly. Not too much. Not to nice people, anyway.
As you
Only
climb,
to those who deserve it.
as you climb out the window, you see there is a Maw Demon immediately next to you. That as you jump out, a weird, rabid pug. It's huge tongue lolling out of its mouth towards you. You do see these individuals, these humanoids that have appeared. You see Meander, who is humanoid, and then you see a large draconic hound. That's new. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna grab this one next to me in a shocking grasp.
Okay, roll your spell attack.
Okay, hold
Is
on.
it wearing armor?
No,
Has it eaten anything?
it's not even wearing
metallic
clothes.
Oh, it's life.
Uh,
Roll.
You hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay, you zap it for 2 points of damage, and it no longer has a reaction, so you can move away from it if you'd like.
Okay. Wait, I can only go this way, right? Towards over here, because there's a wall on the other side.
So there is an opening underneath the spike wall here, and there is an opening in the spike wall here. You can go either way. Or you can climb up onto the guard post here.
Oh, I'll do that.
Okay, you climb up. You are now 15 feet off the ground.
By the way, with her elemental prowess, whenever she casts a damaging spell of her chosen element, it cannot deal less damage than her wizard level, which is 3.
That's true. An elementalist cannot
Yay!
deal
So
2
I
damage.
dealt 3 damage.
He dealt 3
Woo!
damage.
It adds up.
Oh, there's a survivor.
Does that count for each instance of damage?
As long as it's
Uh-oh.
her element. Agnes
Lost
having
in
some...
mire.
I noticed he was struggling with
He
his...
said he's going to restart his Discord, so we
That's
can
fair.
take a quick moment. Rumeme, you still have a bonus action if you'd like to use it. Though for what, I don't know.
I don't think I have a bonus action.
You have Misty Step if you want to use it.
In the meantime, what are you wearing?
Oh,
What
I
are
hadn't
you-
thought about that.
Is it cute?
It's
ASL?
cute. Yeah, it's cute. It's like a corset vest, sure.
Nice.
The boobs look good.
Awesome.
butt
Love
looks
when the
good.
boobs look good. Yeah.
Hoisted.
I'm wearing some boots, knee-high boots.
With the
leather
fur?
boots,
Good.
leather boots.
It is so good.
It is also extremely
Gotta be
cold.
warm.
Yeah, boots
So-
and cats and boots and cats, leather boots.
She's
leather
wearing her
boots, leather
fur
boots.
trimmed corset. Obviously. To keep
Obvi.
herself warm.
I have
It's
a
like Emma
cloak.
Frost kind of vibe, right?
Yeah. I have a cloak.
All
it's
of it
got, like,
underneath an enormous
fur.
mammoth parka.
Yeah. I have a big old cloak that's fur lined around the hood.
On top
There
of that,
it
the
is.
tent.
We've been discussing Rumeme's attire. Whoa, your camera's doing some crazy shit.
It does not seem to like.
What I've been trying to fix.
You look like an old 80s movie trying to make an impression of a bad transmission.
Trying to be a little
It's found footage.
haunted
Yeah.
screen. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Nice.
Hey.
Okay. All
I
right.
have a lot more spells than I thought I did.
So the ones with the little black mark on it are prepared. The little, black, gear.
mark.
Little black gear.
Little black gear. Okay. I see. Okay, gotcha.
And you can change
Okay,
those
that's it.
every
No
long rest.
bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next, this maw demon that you zapped is angry about it, and it's going to... and it's going to climb up the ladder after you.
Oh, great. What a little shit. It's his turn?
It's his turn.
Why does he get a turn?
What do you
Why
mean?
does he?
That's what I was
Rude.
He's going to try and bite you.
hate it when my game plays with
That's a 10.
10.
Damn rules.
Hold on.
A 10 does
Or
not.
AC is
10.
15.
What do I
10.
have to check?
So your armor class is what you're looking for? It's on your character sheet. It's underneath your portrait in the big shield.
13.
Yeah, I do not hit you. The maw demon
Yeah.
like tries to bite you, and its huge tongue lolls out and like slobbers on your cloak, but it doesn't actually get a bite on you.
What a little shit.
Agni,
Bad pug.
I think I'm just gonna kick him off next time.
Do it.
Agni, it's your turn. You have another dretch right up next to you. You can use an action or a bonus action, but not both.
Yeah.
I will remind you, you are a pugilist.
I'm
now.
aware. I was just thinking of the grappling, since if I can only do one, I have to wait till next turn to get the advantage strikes anyway.
That is true. Also, if you make an unarmed strike, you get to follow it up with a jab, and that's not a
Oh,
bonus
guaranteed.
action.
Yep. That's true.
So it's up to you, however
a
you want to
free
do this.
action.
You got lots of options here. You can also jab after an improvised weapon swing, which you're holding a not improvised weapon, so it wouldn't work with that. But if you picked up a piece of garbage and hit the thing
You
with
put the sword down and picked up a
Yeah.
glass bottle.
exactly,
That seems
it's ridiculous. Don't do that.
Ill-advised.
Do whatever you like. You could always just try to grapple it and set yourself up on the next turn.
And throw it.
Yeah, I have a feeling
that
that
tenant's gonna
just
be a
hitting
good thing.
it with a sword will be enough. And
Yeah, just be a
Rosemary
fighter.
Will do something.
Yeah, just be a fighter. That's totally fine.
Yeah, we'll just send this, and please, for the love of God, don't roll terribly. Okay.
Nice.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice. Same exact roll.
As he gets hit,
That was an 8.
and Rosemary, you hear him say, "I needed to fart harder," because it clearly didn't work.
Oh, poor guy. That was his friend who farted the first time.
No.
Oh,
No, it was
I
not.
don't remember anything. Even stuff
it-
that's happened within minutes.
So you deal 15 points of damage to the Dretch, and it is like staggering, brutally in pain. And I'm afraid that's your whole turn, unless you want to move.
Maybe. So everybody else is in the courtyard. There's like nobody else on the roof?
Correct. You see that these two Dretches were the only ones up here. You see that climbing up onto another guard post, basically the same level as you, you see this person, who you've never seen before. Actually, I think she's in the one spot you cannot see.
That's
I can see her
hilarious.
kind of, so
Yeah, I can barely see it.
Okay.
I can see she's getting
Um,
attacked by the little
Meatball.
crotch muncher.
Yes, she's being attacked by a crotch muncher.
Oh.
Agni, however you want to handle this, movement or not,
Yeah.
it's up to you. What do you want to do?
I'm thinking of taking a little jaunt over and try to kind of like run off the rooftop and land somewhere in an area that I can't see.
Ping?
I think it's this button.
Just
You
hold mouse button.
hold
Just
click.
the
Okay.
hold left mouse button.
Somewhere around there.
Oh, roll me athletics.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna look so cool unless you fuck it up. You're
I
gonna
have
look
such
so
high
18.
strength. It'd be crazy.
All right, what is your strength score?
I have 20.
Okay, you are falling 15 feet. So I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw to land on your feet.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
Gonna roll an
The
ankle.
DC's low, but I know that these are challenging
So is
for
his
you.
dex.
Hey, this is not gonna go well.
That's gonna go great.
You succeed!
That's not bad.
already.
Yay!
As you start to run, the Dretch is going to make an attack of opportunity on you.
Yep.
Just like Rosemary
That's
did.
a 16 to hit, so you're probably fine.
Actually, I have 16 AC.
Oh, you get You get slapped for 3 points of damage.
Seems reasonable.
You run hard and you leap, like clearing the corner of the roof. You like bounce off it with your left leg and you drop straight down. You all see Agni just do like this crazy far jump, long jumping over the entire courtyard and then falling out of sight.
Mander claps. I hope you're okay.
You do take.
Bless
you.
You take 2
Thank
points of
Thank you.
fall
So
damage
sorry.
halved, so you take 1 point of fall damage for this maneuver.
Twist
I
your
didn't think I
ankle
was
a
gonna
little
take
bit.
damage for that.
You did fall
Just hurt
15
the
feet.
knees.
The knees, yeah.
If you had
Didn't
failed the
brace
deck
yourself
save, it would have
quite
been
right.
worse, but you succeeded.
Fair.
So now you're at the bottom of the ladder. You see there's a Dretch immediately next to you, and this gross pug monster demon is above you, like trying to slobber all over this tiefling that you've seen appear. And that's your
Yeah.
turn.
I mean, me too. Look at that art.
And then right before I do this, I'm like covering my face with my arm, kind of coughing. I'm just like I'm leaving this one to you, and then just run off.
So Rosemary, you are alone with a stinky Dretch,
I see.
proclaiming that it didn't fart hard enough before Agni
That's a
got away.
stretch.
Now it is this Dretch's turn next to Agni. It's going to run over to you. And it's going to
It's
shout.
not a wall.
No, it's an opening. I described that as an opening.
Oh, okay.
It runs underneath the spike poles, and it's going to try and slash you with its claws. A 9 does not hit you. And I need you to make a con save. As immediately after it like claws and misses, it just and this horrible Icarus cloud emerges from it next to you. Roll me a con save, please.
I would love if my bonus actions were farts.
18, you succeed. It stinks really
could be
bad,
if you were
but you are
brave
not
enough.
poisoned. You've dealt with worse. The guy on the roof was stinkier.
Actually, can I fart as a free action?
Sure, you fart back.
It's not gonna do anything, but you did it to assert dominance.
Yeah, you like look at the Dretch and just, and it just looks upset. Rosemary, you're up.
I regret that
Well-
actually.
I gotta deal with this then. So let's see. I will attack the one next to me.
Okay, so you run up and attack it. Go ahead and do so. That just hits.
Oh, lovely.
It's been close.
Go ahead and roll damage. Okay. It fucking dies. It kind of, like, none of you can really see, except for Rumeme, you see, like, this... What does it look like, Rosemary?
Since her little child left already, so she's like, oh, good. I don't have to worry about this anymore. She will point her bone saw to the creature. It looks like tiny little scalpels just shoot out from her and attack this creature.
As they slash into the dretch, it, like, slumps over, like, shredded to pieces on the ground. Okay.
And I will move up 5 feet. If I can actually do that.
Yeah. You look
All
over
right,
the
that's
edge of the
great.
roof, and you can see everybody.
Well, my
Except
child's
for
been
Agni.
attacked.
You cannot see Agni. But, yeah, you do see Meander. In the tree outside the spike wall, a maw demon between the Skeldrake and Meander, just, like... like jumping back and forth, like trying to decide who to bite next. The maw demon looks like it's having a great time.
Aw. Good for him.
I will aim at the maw demon then, because
Okay.
that's my children being attacked there.
Go ahead. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh well, that's. I'm
So-
gonna use my inspiration roller on that.
Okay. Go ahead.
Fuck that.
You guys, this maw demon's like, ha, and then a single scalpel into the side of it. 1 damage.
Hooray!
And the maw demon just like, as it's like trying to pull this scalpel
Poor guy.
out of its body as it's turning, and it cannot quite reach it. It's all mouth, no arms. Rosemary, any other movement on your turn or bonus action?
I will go. That's like 5 feet. Yeah, I'll go to this hatch then.
Okay.
It's a lock.
Yes. You like try it and it's not lifting. It's clear that it's blocked or locked from the other side.
I tried. That's it.
Okay. Meander, we're back to the top of the order. It's your turn.
Well, this worked once. She's gonna give her is it a harp? Oh, you do a violin instrument. I think it's a harp. She's gonna cast Shatter again, really loud, really obnoxiously. It's what she does. It's who she is. She's gonna put that right. Boop.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage. Well, I rolled 3 con saves.
Essentially, it's that sound in the opening to American Horror Story. It goes.
Okay.
He gets
What?
Oh, you mean the Reapers?
it. Yes.
Penn hasn't played Mass Effect. She has no idea what that reference is. This stretch succeeds, but was already really hurt. The other 2
Hooray.
dretches fail.
14.
Okay.
I don't have to
dretch-
waste my inspo.
That dretch had 7 hit points and dies. Okay. And then these 2 dretches failed, and they both take 14. You see, like, their knees quake, and they almost, like, fall to the ground from the resounding, thunderous energy from the shatter, just cascading through them.
Aw, you were supposed to die, is what she says. And that is her turn.
Behind you, you hear, fuck you!
No, fuck you. Where are you, little shit?
The
Screaming match.
maw demon whips around Meander because you were very loud, and it's going to try and bite you.
It's what I do.
Okay.
I say, "Hey."
It's all mouth. It has no thoughts aside from food, maybe. That's a
only
17 to hit.
That hits.
Will my foundry stop trying to close itself? Jesus Christ.
Nah, DM's rage quitting.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 2d8.
Oh.
You take 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh my
Meander.
god. Jesus. Good roll.
Thanks.
Ow. Ow, this thing hurts.
It like manages to get a
Stop
good bite on your leg, and you feel its tongue just, and it seems to be trying to like
I don't like that
consume
description.
the clothing and flesh from your leg, but you manage to get away from it before it does.
Snow, get him.
It's now this Stretch's turn. The Stretch is very hurt. It's gonna run 5 feet, and then it's gonna attack the Skeldrick with advantage. And as it does, it's gonna fart. So, Snow, I need you to roll a con save.
Yeah, I can't quite see it at the moment.
There's a kitty cat in the way.
Apologies.
Vulcan Pixel.
His
Concept.
name is
You succeed.
Bixo.
Beaksel.
12.
You
Yeah,
succeed.
Bixo. Bixo.
Noted.
Pixel.
I apologize for my flagrant disregard. You do, however, get clawed with a dirty 20 to hit. And you
Yeah,
take
that hits.
8 points of slashing damage.
Howie.
I rolled good.
Stop it.
No. It's now the Quasit's turn.
Oh, not this fucker.
It
Big yawn.
reappears right next to you, Meander. And as
No!
it does, its face gets like crazy tall, and it just and it tries to scare the shit out of you. I need you to make a wisdom
Oh
saving throw.
no. Oh no.
You're good at these things. It's fine, right?
15. I rolled pretty good.
So it startles you. Like, what if you were doing anything or concentrating on anything, it would make you roll a concentration check, but it does not actually frighten you. And the Quasit like lands and looks up at you, and it says, "Are you not scared?"
No, she's
And it just
keep
runs.
herself a little bit. Can I try to stab him again?
Yeah, you can try.
Yeah.
Does it like
Get him this
actually run
time.
away?
Yeah, it actually just runs.
19 to hit.
You hit.
Yeah.
It's like full long leg running, just sprinting through the snow.
7. That's max damage.
Okay. You stab it in the back as it's running and it just dies.
Meander wins. The battle of wits.
Fatality.
You kill the Quasit. It vanishes in a cloud of Icarus red smoke and is gone.
That poor guy's only job was to try to scare me and then die.
It literally didn't have.
Stupid best.
All right, Snow, you're up.
Hello. Yeah, let's fuck up this mod demon.
Okay. Dank Meaning.
What do I choose? Bite or claw? I'm gonna go for claw this time.
Okay. You have
I
advantage.
definitely wouldn't bite those the piggy ones, the Danish ones, because they are smelly.
I love Danishes.
Mm.
21.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet. 4.
4. Okay.
Have you considered getting good?
The problem with that is fuck you.
All right, Rumeme, you're on top of this
Makes a good
guard
point.
post. You have a maw demon right in front of you. What do you do?
See, what I wanted to do was the Thunderbolt, but I don't think I can do that because this guy's right here.
He's 15 feet down.
You totally can. He's 15 feet below you, and the thunder wave is not like it's only 5 feet below and 5 feet above where you are.
Oh, okay. Okay, then let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay. You thunder wave the maw
Lots of loud
demon.
noises in this party.
Go ahead and roll damage. You don't need to place the template. You're only hitting that creature, and we all know the direction it's going.
It didn't let me do it without placing it, so I placed it anyway.
Okay. That's fine. It rolled a 13.
Which is a fail. Which means it gets yeeted.
Ooh!
Okay, it is thrown 10 feet away from you in the direction of your thunder wave.
It just
So
hits the roof.
It takes 9 points of thunder damage.
Nice.
As it is thrust away from you, all of you hear like this and this. So The thunder wave is not made of thunder. Rumeme, what does it look like?
Hold on, I have this written down somewhere.
Okay.
Let's see. No, I guess I didn't have it written down somewhere.
Okay.
It's in your
But
heart.
let's say that it sounds like a thunder coming around, but then it cracks like lightning straight on, and then like when the lightning cracks, everything around it shakes, and that's what causes the thunder wave.
Okay. The lightning blasts down, and this
Yeah.
Maw Demon is just sent end over end, and you watch as it slams into the peaked roof of the outpost and then just
Yes.
falls straight down. Agni, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Right there.
Kind of figured that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I was half expecting it to be just guts raining down.
Oh, that'd be
Okay.
even better.
Agni, you hear it as it hits the roof above you, and you manage to raise your arm and sword up to block yourself, and the whole Maw Demon just lands on you and then on the ground next to you. You don't take any damage, but a Maw Demon just basically landed on your head and slumped on the ground. It is prone, and it's writhing as it's trying to get up. It's very
Did it
upset.
take roof damage from?
It did take 15 feet worth of bludgeoning from falling, so
I didn't
Did
break his
Agni
fall.
get a stress injury or something?
if you had rolled better on your strength saving throw, you would have done damage as well from him landing on you. But if you had rolled worse, then you would have taken damage from him falling on you.
That's fair.
So, he takes 7 points of additional damage from falling.
Yes.
And this Maw Demon is prone.
Fuck, that wasn't on my bingo card today.
It's
Rumeme.
raining Maw Demons out here.
It's raining, Ma.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
It's still your turn, Rumeme. You have a bonus action and movement if you'd like to use them. Otherwise, what you doing?
I'm gonna jump down and join these guys if I can.
Roll me
Right
a
here.
dexterity saving throw, because you are jumping 15 feet.
Don't
Oh,
roll
for
your
spite.
ankle.
It's just a D20, right?
Plus
I'm
your
not
dex.
finding it.
Okay, so if you're looking at your main
Plus 3.
page.
Your dex save is plus
13.
Okay. You manage to land soundly, doing a half roll, but you do take a little bit of bludgeoning damage from falling. You take 1 point of damage, and you
Classic.
land on the ground next to Meander and the Scale Drake.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well, I hope.
Wish it could be under better circumstances.
Yeah, there's a Maw Demon that now has a third target that it can try to slobber on.
Let's just have a great time. Oh my god, it is a pug.
Nasty.
Yes.
Children, are you okay or no?
Ah!
A gigantic mouth just fell on me.
Gigantic mouth? Good lord.
That's not a yes or no.
I have about half hit points. If that's what you're asking.
I didn't stab you, so I can't help you.
What the?
What?
Yeah, I think I'm doing fine, but some assistance would be nice.
Sure, he's got 2 on him.
And Agni, as you're talking, the Maw Demon prone next to you gets up onto its feet. Rah! And it's going to try and bite you.
I do love how I came over to help and just immediately get surrounded by enemies and everybody leaves me. And dumps mobs on my head.
Well, you can go up the stairs.
You have
I mean,
free will. That's a 12 to hit. You do not get it.
I
didn't
consider
leave you.
using
It's
your
D&D.
leg.
in the bad situation.
It's
I yeeted
D&D. You
myself
can
through
do
it.
whatever you want.
So as you're talking, a Maw Demon bites onto the chainmail around your leg, and you just feel pressure, and it doesn't actually hurt.
You left the one person that protects you all the time, so your fault.
We have friends to look after.
And a new friend.
I didn't say
who's
that.
horny.
Out loud.
Agni, it's your turn.
I'm gonna attack this Maw Demon.
Okay, yeah. It looks pretty hurt, actually. It looks pretty fucked up after getting launched into a building and falling on your head. What do you do?
I just hit it.
Very straightforward.
Have it.
Tradition.
Natural 20. You crit.
No, it's not.
Never
It's one
mind.
short, so.
Oh, it's one off.
It's been one off every time.
Bud.
Still probably dead though.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Hold on a tick.
Why is it showing green?
That's your accent for the character.
No. Oh God, no.
Okay.
Touch me, Lord.
12 points of slashing damage. Okay.
Oh no, what a sticky wicket.
Sticky wicket.
Okay.
I named a tavern that.
The
once
Maw Demon
in
is
the
barely
backstory.
alive. The sticky
Really?
wicket, yeah.
So unfortunate.
Have it.
Hit it a little harder next time. What do you want from me? I didn't do it.
Alright. Well, I am gonna.
Yeah, you
bonus
did.
action
You
hit
gave it health.
I did give it a
Die.
certain number of health. Yes.
See, I told you you
After
did it.
cheating.
This
to
is
keep
all
his
your fault,
favorite
man.
Maw
You hit.
alive.
You hit. Yes. Go ahead and roll damage. You have to roll a 2 or better on your damage.
Okay, well,
Two
that's a
Or
30.
better.
Wait, I think it's a
Or
33%.
better.
No, 66%. 6 hands. 6
I love that you did
You
the
did it.
math before even rolling.
As the Maw Demon like bites onto your leg, you just fuck, and it just slumps off of you, dead.
Okay. And then we just action surge and attack again. Not the guy behind me.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead. You have another attack. Go ahead and make it on this Dretch. Who sees you kill the Maw Demon, and then you like turn on it and it just and you all hear an infernal. No, wait a minute. I got one more in me. Go ahead and make an attack.
He's gonna fart again.
That's exactly what he's going to try to
Oh
do.
no!
You just
That was a
you
good
you
roll.
hit with a 17 and you deal 13 points of damage. He had 4 hit points. You kill the Dretch and it slumps over and begins to dissolve into some horrible stinky mist.
But does it fart though?
just-
It does not
That's
fart.
He doesn't fart though.
He died with
No.
one in the chamber.
I fart. I take the free action.
Insult to injury.
All right. So that's been your action, your bonus action, and your second action with an action surge. You still have movement.
All right. I'll just go up the guard tower.
Yep. You climb up. You're now 15 feet up. You see the Maw Demon and Dretch that are still attacking your allies, and that's all that's left on the field.
I'll yell, "You guys got that?"
I don't know. It's bitey.
You see a paw just like thumbs up and then like, stumble because
It's like, how are you doing this exactly? Like,
it's really just like this,
it's like hand up.
and then falling over a little bit.
Rosemary.
Yeah, I'll turn around to Rosemary, by the way, and yell, "I'm good, by the way."
Handled it.
Handled it.
Rosemary,
Well, I
it's
got 2
your turn.
targets then.
Yeah.
I will attack the Maw Demon.
Okay.
Does Agni look at me as I do this?
Sure.
Sure.
Yes. Why not? I'm up there. I'm looking around. That was like my primary
Okay.
purpose for going up here. Was to look around.
So, what does Agni see as you make an attack?
You see a purple and gold flame encircle her as she throws out these shadowy scalpels.
And that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay. It's still alive.
And the second one is going to get same target.
Okay. It is still alive as these
Well, I tried.
magical scalpels just into the Maw Demon. It just it seems getting feral and manic as it's getting pelted by these sharp knives.
And she'll look down and say, "Open up." That's it.
The hatch does not open. Meander.
Dab.
Okay.
'Cause
Roll an
it's too
attack
close
at
for a
advantage.
Starry wisp. Aw.
Rough.
Wait, well, I did it at disadvantage. I don't know why.
Well, you rolled a 10.
Oh, I rolled worse than I thought I did. Ooh, I'm bad at this,
you
guys.
you whiff.
Oh, weep a little bit, and that's my turn.
The Maw Demon smells your tears and is going to turn and try and bite you again.
No, my delicious tears.
That's a 15 to hit.
Jesus, yeah. Manner's gonna be the worst off in the
You
group.
take 5 points of piercing damage as it bites you again.
Ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Just let me stab you. You've been fine.
It's now
When you put it like that, hard to believe I said no.
it's the Dretch's turn. It's going to attack the Skeldrick. Natural 20.
Ooh.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It hits, by the
Snow, you take 6 plus 16 points of slashing damage.
way. I'm no longer Skildrick.
Okay, so the Skeldrick form vanishes, and any damage that was left over you take to your normal form.
Yeah, another 2. Boom. Ow.
And the Dretch seems like very pleased with itself as it gets the claws into like the underbelly of the Skeldrick. As it cleaves in, suddenly the magic smoke of the Skeldrick vanishing, the Dretch just as you just are now standing there.
You little bastard.
Okay. Rosemary, you hear it say, "Oh fuck." Snow, you're up.
Aha. Alright. Well, because he's mad, he's just gonna like pull out his. Well, he's gonna make a move with his arm and just kind of fling a nearby rock at this thing with his catapult.
Ah, okay. It will make a dexterity saving throw, which it's not very good at. I rolled an 8 for an 8.
Is you up here?
Wonderful.
Go ahead and roll
Is you up
damage.
here?
Okay, 17. This
Holy shit.
this icy rock comes flying out of nowhere, and just the Dretch is like looking up at you with its claws raised, like looking alarmed that it's turned into you, and then the rock just spatters it across the ground. And it is slain immediately.
Snow kind of ends off the turn by just patting down his clothes a little bit.
Meander should take note of what 3d8s look like.
Wow. First wow, impressed. Second wow, offended.
So that is the end of the initiative, but you still hear the counter charm playing from inside the outpost.
No, it's not. We
What?
saw the Maw Demon.
What? Oh, fuck!
This thing's still alive.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I
It's
mean, you
still
can try
alive.
Distracted by the number of scalpels.
You guys, you fuck. It has 1 hit point.
Oh, let me do it. Let me try to hit it again.
Can we do like a Persona team attack?
Yeah.
I'll
Everyone
come in with the
attack.
people's elbow off the top.
You all line up.
Off the top rope.
I don't even hit it. Advantage, I see.
Random bullshit.
Everyone's lining up, and Meander, your dagger like slips from your hand into the
Oh
snow.
fuck! It's in the snow.
So I have
somewhere.
I have a cool suggestion on how to end it. It is now filled with scalpels, and Rumeme is standing right next to it with some crackly lightning stuff.
Ooh, and she conducts it.
I can do that.
Well, if you want to.
Go on.
I mean,
Thunderstruck.
So
I don't
what
want
do
it
you do?
because I don't want to use a
I think
spell
you were
slot.
next on the.
You have
You- if you just-
cantrips.
You use
Those are
shocking grasp.
cantrips. Shocking grasp is-
I will say
Oh, okay,
you
I can do that
absolutely
then.
would have advantage with shocking grasp because it is covered in scalpels.
And
Okay,
surrounded
let's do
as
that.
fuck.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, you rolled good.
Okay.
Oh,
Rumeme,
you rolled good. Yes, good roll.
You roll
as
good.
as everyone's like winding up to like group finish this Maw Demon.
Except Meander.
Yeah, Meander is like searching in the snow
She's
for a knife
searching the
that
snow
she's
for her
dropped.
die.
What do
like
you,
Velma look for her glasses.
how do you finish the Maw Demon?
I'm just gonna clap my hands, and then lightning is gonna emit from the clap and hit one of the metally dealies, and then they're all gonna start like lightning connecting to each other.
Does it look
And
like
then
one of
he's
those
just gonna go
orb balls
Yeah,
that
sure.
you put your fingers on?
Yeah, yeah.
It's all
and
the
then
points
he's just gonna
on
go until he just falls dead.
The maw demon, twitching and smoking, having been turned into a plasma ball for a short moment, slumps to the ground and begins to immediately evaporate into this Icarus gross mist. And on that note, you guys have finished the encounter. You've successfully slain all the demons outside the outpost. But the counter charm is still playing. And in the moments of quiet immediately afterward, you hear from the open window, "Is everyone all right out there?"
Mostly.
Open up. Open up, please. I don't want to do that.
Is everyone all right in there?
No.
I
One
have
moment.
healing.
And you hear the sounds of someone climbing a ladder, Rosemary. Okay, so as the hatch is opened for Rosemary and the front door is like ahead of you guys, it doesn't open. And from the window you hear, "I think there's something in here. We can't open the door."
Oh shit! Is there
Something
a
in
window
where?
In the
in the room with them?
It's over here.
like the Bastion, the Blade Maiden is talking to you through the window that Rumeme climbed out of.
Oh shit! Okay, I'll try to climb in there then, I guess.
Yeah, you can do that. So Rosemary, you are allowed access into the outpost's main room. Let me go ahead and remove your elevation. Meander, you are allowed access through the window.
So immediately, do I sense that Lavender
Ooh,
has
no.
drawn blood from anyone in this actual place except for Agni?
Yes. As you climb down into the room, you have definitely tended to or interacted with 3 individuals in the room.
Then I will immediately, once I get down there, I will immediately just take Lavender off her resting place and put her to my heart and just start casting a spell.
Okay, a moment while you're doing that. Agni, what are you doing?
How many people went inside already besides Rosemary?
Meander and Rosemary are the only ones that have gotten into the building at this moment.
I mean, I'll look at. Wow, I can't remember the name of the character. Sin's character. I'll look at Snow. Rumine, thank you.
You didn't
I'll look at
learn
Rumine
it
and
yet.
Snow and be like, "Are you?" Right, true. Be like, "You guys okay out here? I'm gonna go check it out," and then climb through the window. If they don't say anything.
Wouldn't I
Yeah, let's
have
go.
known what was going on in there? Like how many people are injured and how many people are in there?
Yeah, you'd absolutely know that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna share that information with everybody going in because I'm not a dick.
Okay. So
Hooray!
there
I don't
are
remember off the top of my head, but yeah.
there are 3 dead. There are
Oh.
3 critically wounded Blade Maidens, and there are 3 intact, or 2 Blade Maidens and 1 Bastionworth they're injured, but they're whole and they're exhausted. They've been holed up in this outpost for hours.
Yeah, we've been holed up here for a while. A lot of us are exhausted. But
You
go in at your own
Risk.
You also
You-
convey there is an entity in the outpost that is being held at bay by the music,
Oh shit!
and you don't know
Okay.
where it is. It's very hard to track.
and I
Okay,
share all of that
so-
information with y'all.
On hearing that, I guess I'll get in there and close my eyes and start walking around and see if I can sense it.
Oh, that's true. Your blind sense.
Okay.
That's such a good idea. Just
So
gets
I'm
the
going
fuck outta
to
your
go
way.
ahead and let me go ahead and put you in the outpost's main room. Anybody else going in? Is everybody going in?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move you guys straight in then.
I don't want to stay out here. It's scary.
Scary in there.
Okay.
All kinds of dead monsters. The hell?
So
They poofed out instant, so
So Rosemary you're in the main room and you are performing this spell to heal those that you have already taken blood from.
Stabbed.
What does that look like?
It's like what I did upstairs, except for much more majestic. It's a swirl of gold and lavender, kind of, and they smell like. It smells like mothballs and lavender as she does this, and then she sends it out to these people who have been stabbed.
Go ahead and roll it.
Sadly, I suppose I think that
Okay, so just go ahead and click healing.
Agni actually is caught in this.
Yeah, so sadly, Agni, you heal for 18.
Sadly.
4 it is.
So how many people got
But I
healed
feel
exactly?
so much better.
4?
Really.
3. So Agni is included in the 3.
Well, that's gonna suck for me.
Yep. But
why am I like force included if there's somebody she's like actively trying to heal?
I can't not do that.
Okay, fair.
it's above your pay grade, it seems. You see this restorative magic suddenly like knit a couple of the wounds shut on 2 of the critically wounded soldiers. And as that happens, Agni, what's your charisma score?
Why can't I take this?
Good question, actually. I haven't checked that almost the entire campaign.
How hot are you?
I have a plus
Oh,
1
there
to
we go.
charisma.
You have a +1, so you're probably a 12 or a 13.
I'm a 12.
Okay. You hear a voice in your head. It says, well, you do have potential. We might have to work on you, if you're so interested.
I'm interested.
I mean, how apparent is that that's like coming from inside? Like, does it just sound like it's next to me and I'm like, what the?
It sounds like a whisper in your ear. And your eyes are closed as you're trying to like blind sense. So like suddenly you hear a whisper in your ear and there's nobody there.
Oh shit, it's the entity.
Well, there's nobody I can sense blind, but I am absolutely opening my eyes and being like, what the fuck was that?
You look in the spot where you heard that voice from. Nobody's there.
Meander, are you doing voices again?
No, not this time.
And
You're hearing voices?
nobody else?
So like one of the guards who sits up in the bed is like rubbing his head. And he like mutters something to himself.
Is it
Say
that?
that again.
What?
What did you just say?
Nothing. It wasn't. I didn't say nothing.
Insight check.
Okay.
Did he say something?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the crazy person.
What did he say?
The attitude on that insight check.
Insight check.
Give me. Okay, so it's not an insight check if you want to hear what he said.
Perception check.
Yes, it's a perception check.
I got it there eventually. And
You didn't hear him. It was too
what
muttered.
did you say?
Well,
Because I didn't hear you.
I'm like actively trying to hear him. If
You
I
can
could
roll
try
a perception.
check.
Yeah, you can too.
Okay.
With a 15, Agni, you swear you hear him mutter to himself, yeah, that sounds nice.
Getting tempted. It
That's what you hear. You're confident he said that to himself. And then when you asked him about it, he was like, I didn't say anything. It wasn't for anybody. I was just talking to myself.
Children,
I'm gonna
are you hurt?
Yeah, but I think we should deal with whatever's in here first, because the Blade Maidens are getting tired of playing this song.
The one in the
Yeah.
corner who has the fiddle, she has like 3 lanterns around her. And she's playing the fiddle like almost feverishly. Her eyes are closed and she's sweating. She's clearly injured and bleeding from wounds, but she's concentrating on this counter charm.
So she wasn't one of the 3 that I healed before.
She was not, no.
Meander can
All right.
cast
Well,
Healing Word on her at first level, because she notices that, and she's also keeping this thing at bay, so
Go ahead.
here you go. I rolled good. 12.
Okay, you heal her for
Keep-
12.
Keep up the good work, she says.
When
So
she-
there's these 3 then.
Hold the
Which
thought.
3 do I have actually?
So you healed this one, and Agni.
Okay.
All right, so
My
hold that
ankle feels
thought.
so much better.
Meander, as you heal this Blade Maiden, she's playing the fiddle, and she like opens her eyes and looks at you. She's sweating, and her eyes are like wide, but she just nods and she says, "Thanks, I'm trying.
We'll help you find whatever this thing is. Agni, come on.
It's in the dark. Stay away from the dark."
Oh shit. Is there any darkness in this room?
Yes, there's a lot of it.
She's obviously well lit, but Miranda's gonna help look in corners that are dusky.
Yeah, roll investigation. So
Natural 20.
okay, so Meander is like investigating the shadowy corners of the room. Rosemary is providing the healing. Snow.
Blindsight searching.
Yeah, Agni, I'm gonna move you to like here by the stairway up to the guard post. Snow and Rumeme, what are you two doing? Oh, Rumeme is BRB. Snow, what are you doing?
This is a staircase leading up.
It is blocked.
It's blocked. Okay. Well, moving into the room, like everything is just there's darkness everywhere.
So perhaps I should actually like illustrate where the light sources are. So the table has one, the hearth has one. That's it.
Snow's gonna try to peer into the kind of darkest corner of this room.
Okay.
Does she have human eyes though?
Do I have human eyes?
Yeah, you have human eyes, don't you, Snow? You don't see in
Sort of.
darkness.
I see in dark.
But you have
Wait,
blind sight, right?
wait, no, I don't.
Forge
You're right.
mine don't have dark vision.
No, I don't have dark vision. But
Mm,
I'm gonna peer
Human
anyway.
eyes, lovely.
Okay. Roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
Perception?
Disadvantage.
Look with your human eyes.
A 21.
21.
Pretty good roll.
Pretty good.
Okay. Right near Rosemary is the darkest corner of the room in between the beds. And as you're looking, you see a pair of pure white eyes looking out of the wall at you. And you hear, "What are you looking for?"
Rosemary, step towards me.
You say that. No one hears you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Good thing it's the druid in the group who has to make a wisdom saving throw.
So wise.
Mm.
23.
Oh.
Damn.
Good
You
roll.
Good roll.
feel this overpowering like compulsion to pay all of your attention to these eyes looking at you. And as this compulsion tries to wash over you, you manage to shake it off. You push the sensation out of your mind, and the instant you do, the eyes vanish. But you're not controlled. You're not gauged.
What? What is that thing? What are you?
All of you hear the laugh.
Oh no. Okay. I think I hear it now, guys.
Well, that sounds comforting.
Where did you see it, Snow?
Where does it sound like it's coming from?
The laugh
Is it
sounds like it's coming
everywhere?
from everywhere.
Okay, that's what.
The Blade Maiden at the window who was talking to you guys, who's like next to the window because it's providing light, she looks to you all and she says, "It's a shadow demon. Stay away from
How
the
do you
dark.
fight a
Shadow.
shadow demon?
A shadow demon. Okay.
We get away from it. We don't fight it if we can avoid it.
So we have to leave through the window.
We can't all get out at once, and the one that's left behind is getting taken."
Not if they have light on them, right?
The Blade Maiden just looks at you like sadly and is shaking her head.
Well, we need to start getting the injured people out at the very least.
Now that the demons outside are dealt with, aye, we can. But the
Okay,
shadow demon's keeping the main door closed, and I don't know why he
How?
let you... Ask him.
How?
There is no response.
Dick?
Children, it's fine. Come here. Please administer these to these people. And she'll give her 2 non-cursed potions to these children.
Non-cursed. That's good to know.
Okay. You do that.
All right, I'll go grab it. And who else? Is it just me? I don't know.
No, I said administer it to the people that are there.
I know, but like, am I the only one helping? Either way, I'll go grab
Meander
it
is
and just like.
sticking next to the
oh.
Blade Maiden playing the music so that she has some backup if she falters.
Snow is
All right.
paranoidly looking into every piece of darkness in here.
Also, child, your hurts. Do you require assistance?
Depends
If
who
you're
you are.
talking to me, I'm fine now.
Talk about
who-
Meander.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I could probably take some healing.
Okay, this will hurt if I do this.
Oh, you're gonna stab me? I don't know if I'm okay with that. I usually save penetration to like the 3rd date.
Means
Oh no.
spill some blood for me. There has not been enough this day.
Don't do the blood thing.
Nope.
It makes that thing hurt me.
It
So
won't
they-
spill blood. I will just take it from you.
That sounds like spilling. It's gonna stay inside me, thanks. I can heal myself, don't worry.
Alright. As long as you wish that. I mean, I do have these potions if you want them.
I'm gonna try something really quick. Commander is going to take out her harp and attempt to play or mimic the counter charm that the Blade Maiden is playing.
Go ahead and roll a performance.
Ooh, 24.
The
Give her a
song,
break at least.
the song is you copy the notes of the song perfectly. What you are keenly aware of is it lacks the magical influence, the emotion required behind the song to create the effect. But it sounds like the counter charm.
Okay,
Hold on.
so I'm looking at these 2 that
This has repercussions.
Cool. I hate the way you said that.
As you play and you copy the counter charm well, the Blade Maiden who hears you playing it, her shoulders relax.
Oh no. I gave her a false sense of security.
She eases up on the counter charm for just a moment to wipe her face. And in that moment, the lanterns go out.
Can I react? Or have I fucked this pooch?
I wouldn't say you fucked the pooch, but there is a consequence.
All I wanted to do was help.
Meander, you see, as the lanterns immediately go out, the Blade Maiden snaps the fiddle back up to her face, alarmed and confused, and the instant it does, you see this terrifying dark entity emerge in the darkness and surge towards her.
Oh no!
Okay? Hold on.
Is she okay?
We're going to find out. 8.
oh,
Well, your mission to eradicate the Blade Maidens is going well.
I wanted to join them, not kill them.
18, 20.
same thing, right? Make your own.
No.
The Blade Maiden takes 27 points of psychic damage as the Shadow Demon lashes out with claws. The Blade Maiden, reacting in pain with a screech, she manages to concentrate and she gets her counter charm back up.
Oh my god. But he's there, right?
In the moment, as she forces the counter charm up, she is mortally wounded and bleeding out of her ear and neck. But the lanterns slowly return to light. And as they do, the shadow demon like sinks back into the wall with a horribly wicked smile on its face.
Can I cast something, or is it too
This
fast?
caught you by surprise. You
Yes, it
are
did.
busy making a performance check trying to mimic the counter charm, and
I'm busy fucking up.
it had a repercussion.
You fucked up really good though.
The bard,
Thanks.
the Blade Maiden, is like panicked and looking around as she's playing the fiddle. She's managing to concentrate, but she's bleeding heavily.
I heal her again.
Okay, you do that. And as
She
that
says, "I'm so sorry."
and
love
she like is just like gasping as blood is pouring out of her. You hear her for 11. Okay.
Rosemary, I think this one could use your help.
All of you heard that happen. All of you heard this horrible whip crack of noise as the shadow demon emerged from the wall and slashed at the counter charm performing bard.
Did I see it?
Do you have dark vision?
Yeah, orc.
Yeah, you saw.
Yes.
It was like around the corner you saw this shadow demon like appear in the darkness. It's like winged and horrible and black flesh on black like scales with pure white eyes as it is grinning wildly with a horribly fanged mouth. And the Blade Maiden is injured, though restored a bit by Meander. So you've had a first encounter with the shadow demon, Meander. I need you to roll a wisdom save.
Bro, I'm peeing my pants right now.
It's so funny.
That's a 5, a fitting 5, because she fucked up and she realized that.
You are frightened.
Yep.
You are frightened of the shadow demon. When you can see it, you cannot move closer to it. And any ability checks, saving throws, or attacks are a disadvantage
Uh-huh.
when you can see it. Right now, you're just anxious.
She's not her starry wisp cantrip, she throws it, right? But it makes a dim light.
Mm-hmm.
Can she hold a bit like a little ball of it?
Sure,
kind of
you
keep
can
in
do
her
that.
hand.
That's fine. We'll say it like creates a ring of like
10
5.
feet.
Okay, 10 feet of dim light. All right. Rosemary, you were doing something? What did you say?
I was gonna do a mission check on these two right here, but
Yeah, go ahead. While that's happening, Rumeme, that was the first time you've heard the Shadow Demon actually come out of darkness. You've been in here for
Oh,
hours.
I didn't see him?
Yeah, you saw him. If you want to
Okay.
have.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
see that motherfucker?
Meander was the
Yeah, I
closest
do
one.
want to.
Snow, you also didn't see him because of the darkness, but you heard it happen.
What was that sound?
Bad things. There's a demon. There's a demon. It's a dark shadow. It
she said shadow
It
demon.
was a
It's
shadow demon.
Hey, that's enough.
that's enough, shadow demon.
That is
That's
enough.
enough!
Agni, are you still blind searching for the thing?
It seems like it melts into walls. I'm not sure I'm gonna find this thing.
Roll me an
Did you
Arcana
say that
check.
out loud or?
I can totally roll one.
Roll an Arcana check.
It doesn't mean it's gonna be a good roll.
It is a better than average roll.
Woo!
From what you saw, the Shadow Demon definitely had a physical form. And it seems like it had not like dissolved or melded. It seemed like it just stepped out of the darkness and was visible. You think it might just be invisible in the darkness.
I mean, if I have that inclination, then I am absolutely going to continue looking for this thing.
Okay, ping on the map.
Agni, you have my potions, by the way, so
Right.
my non-cursed potions. Yes, go ahead.
I forgot I got. Yeah, that happened. So let's go ahead and administer the potions first.
Okay, Rosemary, you're performing the medicine check on these. The soldiers that are bedridden have grievous injuries. They have broken legs, broken arms, or They have been stitched back together because they required surgery of some kind. While their health has been restored, they are not going to move at full speed. They are grievously hurt and are going to require a long rest and either physicking or real powerful healing magic to get back into full form.
Do they look like they can take a stab or not?
Yeah, they could probably take a stab from your healing apparatus.
Oh my gosh.
Now, this one and this one already have. This one has not, and it is definitely the most wounded-looking one.
All right. Well, I will administer stabbing to this one right here.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll the heal.
She's
So-
putting them out of their misery.
Roll damage first.
The only reply to how grievously wounded they were being, do they look like I could stab them or not? It was just hilarious.
That is,
Out of
No, that
context. Very funny.
let's say it's 1d4.
Yep, roll a d4. So as the Blade Maiden is like panickingly looking around the room, you stab her with the syringe, and she just, oh, fuck.
Motherfucker.
That's fine, don't worry.
Heard about you.
Oh, let's see. I'm going to do second level, so that's 2d4, and that's going to hurt me a fuck ton.
Okay.
That's for her healing.
All right.
Oh, lovely. Look at that.
Okay. So you use your own essence to heal her and take it from yourself. It hurts. It always does. You feel that enervation that happens every time. But she feels restored. Snow.
I'm still fine, though.
Yeah.
I'm still fine.
You have one more Blade Maiden that is grievously wounded. This one. That one definitely needs patching up before any moving can be done. Snow, what are you doing?
I think Snow is gonna be trying to set up some kind of light. He probably has like a flint and tinder that he's bringing out and trying to set a light to.
Light the room on fire.
So the outpost is on the outside.
Burn it down.
The
Just burn it
the
down.
outside the outpost on the outside is mostly stone. This main room, the floor and the walls look like they are wood, but they might just be wood paneled over dirt.
Yep.
So you could set a fire without setting the whole room on fire.
Anywhere could it hide
Yeah,
if the
But
room's
there
on fire?
there will be the limitation that at some point the room will smoke. So you have an amount of time before everyone starts having trouble breathing. But
Do I see any candles or anything that is more reasonable to burn? Cloth, perhaps.
okay, so looking in the storeroom beneath the stairwell, you see a whole lot of burlap and canvas sacks. Looking at them, you see one of them is open. It looks like it's full of flour.
Do not make it.
That's not a
Never
good idea.
I'm not
Well,
giving you the
maybe-
ideas. I'm just saying what is here. You blow up the entire building. No. What do you? What do you do?
Demon destroyed, guys. Mission
That's
accomplished.
not how that works.
Yeah.
Enemy
I-
held.
If I can't find any candles, then maybe just some bed linens or like maybe some of that canvas.
Yeah. There's lots of spare like bedcloths. There's lots of fabric for when people are suffering from hypothermia and stuff like that. You can find supplies like that easily. Go ahead and roll me a survival check as you try and come up with a way to increase the light in this room by burning stuff. Good enough to find a bunch of bedclothes. You don't find anything more like dignified than that, but it'll serve the purpose. So as Snow is building this fire in the middle of the room or preparing to build a fire, Rumeme, what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm muted. Because I have someone behind me that won't behave. But
Is it a cat?
Um,
Is it a man?
it's
Who
a
knows?
puppy.
Puppy.
I have been just kind of doing my rounds, checking in with everybody as I was doing before the attacks, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
This person, we just stabbed her for some reason, right?
So
And
it was
then-
with a syringe, and that health was restored. It wasn't just like
Okay.
ganked
She has
with
a
knife.
weird way of healing people. Get knifed, loser.
Yeah. Okay.
Like we were playing Night Rain.
But we saw the shadow demon from over here, and this
Mhm.
person
Is
didn't
the
get
only thing
finished
keeping it
off.
at a bay.
It seems
Okay.
like the counter charm is having an effect on the shadow demon.
Okay. And we're creating light here.
That is what Snow is
For the-
working on. Yes.
Okay. Is this not a fireplace?
It is a small hearth, but it is not producing very much light.
Oh, okay.
It's basically a cooking hearth, and while it does warm the room, it's not providing much illumination at all.
Okay. More so, I'm concerned with you starting a fire in the middle of the room because it looks like much of this flooring is made of wood.
He's making a controlled fire, probably.
Only
Does he know
I,
how to
I don't
do
know
that?
smoke though, sadly.
only I can prevent forest fires.
You could open the top
Mm.
hatch to let the smoke out.
So because
It's
of
already
that,
open.
I'm gonna help him with this and make sure it stays controlled because I don't know this person. I don't know their abilities.
True.
So
Okay.
I want to make sure. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the help.
Rumeme, roll me and a nature check.
Nature check.
That's really poor.
Ooh, that's,
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, nature
I
is
know.
survival.
I
though.
know that fires burn.
Uh,
Electricity
Fire
is
hot.
more my thing.
trust me,
Yeah.
Julie, I'm playing to her strengths.
Mm.
As
Bang rocks together. Make fire.
so, you don't really. So, like, you consider the shape of the room and the fact that the hatch is open. The fire will be fine.
Sounds great.
Boonga boonga
All
fire.
right, let's get this fire.
Bunga bunga fire.
Okay.
I can do
Rosemary.
my cantrip and start and help to light it. Oh
Uh,
wait, I have a firebolt cantrip.
you have
I
a
can do
lightning
that.
bolt cantrip. You do not have any fire. It's all lightning. Everything's lightning.
Whoops, all
Oops,
lightning.
lightning.
You only went to lightning day at school.
I did only go to lightning day at school, but lightning start
That's
fire.
true. Lightning
It
can
can.
start fire.
It can, yeah. Like, I'm gonna let you.
have-
I don't want. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna let you aid Snow. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
I just got to handle everybody else in the building as well because there's a lot
okay.
going on here. Rosemary's
And they
working
were
on
just-
healing people. Agni is currently closing his eyes and walking around trying to find a shadow demon. And also, Agni, you have these potions. You've
Yeah, I
been-
thought I was going to use them for something, but it seems like it's taken care of.
Nope. It definitely has not been taken
No.
care of. There is a dude that is brutally wounded in the top right bed.
Please
okay.
help. Agni's like, hold on.
Well then.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
let's
Sin
go
has
ahead
a
and-
mask and it was terrifying.
Fuck.
I saw that.
That's the shadow demon.
That's why I turned on my
Yeah.
camera because I knew it would look ridiculous.
All right. You feed the
Oh wait,
potions.
that wasn't your normal face?
Fuck you.
Agni, you're feeding the potions to this guy?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Like if I have potions and I see like actually brutally wounded need to be stabilized people, it's going down their gullet.
Okay.
I mean,
Go ahead,
your
Nicola.
friend over there is very hurt.
Meander's hurt.
Oh, is that meander?
Yeah.
I have a health potion on me, so I'm not like, focus on the other people. I'll be okay.
Yeah, when you die, it's fine.
Yeah, I kind of just
That's
let
my
meander take care of
choice.
herself most of the time.
Okay. So you administer one of the potions to the Blade Maid or Meander?
Whoever looks the worst, not meander.
This Blade Maiden looks like they're on 4 hit
Yeah.
points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get,
then-
get her back up.
Then
Okay.
just
So as you go over to this
pop it in
corner,
the face and
you head to the end of the bed and you feed them a potion. As you do, your blind sense tells you there is someone standing right behind you.
That's scary.
okay.
Stab it.
So, have I administered the potion yet?
You're in the process of like you're leaning over, the potion going to their mouth, when you feel this entity like step into your blind radius behind you.
I'm gonna drop the potion.
Here, drink this.
Okay. You drop the potion.
And spin around and tackle grapple whatever I thought I felt.
You're going to try and grapple it.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. This is going to be... You're going to love this. This is going to be a dexterity check to see who gets the initiative first between the two of you.
Oh, why? Wait. I'm not even sure what's happening here, but okay.
So you are moving to try and, like, grab this entity before it can, like, get away.
I mean, can I argue
Okay.
something? It doesn't know that Agni has blind sight.
It doesn't know that. So it's...
So him whipping around so quickly would be a surprise to it.
No.
Okay. I tried.
Agni's a big dude, and him suddenly turning around while the thing is looking straight at him, he's not like, oh shit, he could turn around. Like, it's not a surprise.
Okay, I tried.
I appreciate that argument. I don't agree with it. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check, Agni. This is basically an
Well, that's
initiative
funny.
roll, but we're not starting initiative.
Why would you
But-
fail?
But
Why would you fail?
that
this
is
so much?
definitely going to be my last inspiration.
Hey.
Whether or not this works doesn't matter. I just can't leave it at a -2.
Two.
That's pretty embarrassing.
Okay.
Okay,
A
that's
zero.
better.
That's better than a
It's
-2.
a zero.
A 0.
Oh my god.
Like,
Okay.
it's not even just the negatives. It's the rolls for Dex too.
Yeah.
You're
I mean, it's a-
terrible.
I just rolled a 1 and a
Consistently
3,
bad.
so what am I going to do here?
All right. So for full clarity, the Shadow Demon has to roll a 1 for you to succeed.
Oh,
But it could.
amazing.
Roll up what? Roll up what?
I rolled a 5.
Damn.
So
Not bad.
you whip around to grab it. You let go of the potion. It like falls on the Blade Maiden's face, and y'all hear, ugh! And you whip around
The fuck?
to grab at this entity. You feel your arms pass through it. And your arms are cold as they do so. Your blind sense shows you this entity like sidesteps the grab, passing through your arms. Your blind sense also shows you its left claw is rising up towards your head. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Just gotta keep gimping this guy.
These are the rolls demanded for the situation.
Oh my god.
It is what it is.
It be what it be.
Do what it don't.
2 natural ones.
Okay.
In quick succession.
Agni, as the claws reach up, you are like still recovering from the whiff as you try to grab it. Somehow it went through your arms and you're like looking up to see where the hell it went. Your eyes can't see it.
Ooh.
You just are aware it's there, and as the claw gets closer and closer, it reaches towards your ear, and you feel it bite into the ear and down through your jawbone, and you hear in your mind, "You could just let them go. Let all of them go, and you could leave. I respect a man of principle. Or you could perish with them. Just another soul for me to take." Roll me as this horrible pain is in your jawbone and ear. A wisdom saving throw.
It's gotta be better than anything else.
It is better, but you take some damage.
I just got bitten pretty hard. I have to assume.
9. $25 points of psychic damage, sir.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as that claw passes the rest of the way through your jawbone, its last words are still ringing in your head, and you feel afraid of it. And then it's out of your blind sight. You actually feel it step away into the middle of the room in the direction of Rumeme.
Okay. Do I get like tossed basically, like reeled to the side? I have to assume.
No, it just claws you and it goes right through your face and
He's
hurts
just got
terribly.
like a big cut on his
Now,
face.
all of you see blood pouring out the side of Agni's face, where like it's like the flesh was like cold burnt open.
Ugh.
It's flaking and splintered and cut open, and blood is pouring down your chest, and it hurts terribly.
Oh, I'll scream.
Tengo una pregunta.
She's got a
I have a-
pregunta.
See?
I have a pregunta in my hands for you,
What?
DM.
The fuck?
Does
It's a question.
Oh, I was like, is this a pimento? What?
I have a
Uh,
pimiento for you.
is this entity like? Could I feel it changing the electricity in the room?
Solid question.
Perhaps. Mayhaps.
Electrons.
Magnets? How do they work? Please,
No one knows.
you can roll me a perception check.
That's not. I don't like that. No.
Well, I'm sorry. That's so
Oh.
you're using your senses to try and detect any changes in the static electricity within the room. Literally to see if the hairs on your body move to feel any difference.
Well, I figure like if I'm sensitive to like lightning, that's electricity. So like, yeah.
Advantage.
I'm in favor of the idea, but with a 4, you're a little too anxious right now. You can't concentrate on your innate nature of lightning.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
I think it was a very bold and valid question.
All of you
Thank you,
see
thank you.
for the briefest moment as it steps towards Rumeme, it reveals itself in the light from the hearth just briefly. And Rosemary, it's right next to you. Just for the briefest moment as light shines from the hearth over it. It's like passing over, revealing it inch by inch its flesh as it then vanishes back into the darkness. Rumeme and Rosemary, I'm going to give you both an opportunity to react to it. You have to roll a dexterity check, and you have to beat a 9, which is what I rolled. So if you roll better than a 9, you can have a turn to interact with the Shadow Demon. Rumeme, that is really not
man.
better than a 9.
Oh man. Dex is not
our.
our strong point in this
No.
group, I guess.
Well, you say that. but-
Rosemary, yes. Rosemary, you can take a turn. You have a turn where you see the Shadow Demon right in front of you. It's heading towards Rumeme. Its wings are collapsed behind its back, and you can see it's like flickering in and out of visibility.
So I can see it though.
You can see it in this moment. It's brief, but you roll high enough on Dex that you have a moment to interact with it.
Am I really gonna do this?
I don't know.
No one knows.
Do I really want to do this? All right. Well, that's fine. I can just drop that. Yeah, I will do this.
Okay, you cast Suggestion. What does that look like?
She turns around, looks at it, and says, "Wait right there, real quick." And she glows lavender purple for a bit. Her whole body glows lavender as she says, "Wait right there, real quick."
Okay. It rolled on its wisdom saving throw. I rolled a 10.
Okay, so it's gonna wait right there until he gets attacked, or it's wait.
Okay, so in this moment, you have suggested to it to wait right there. You've gotten it to freeze in place. The Shadow Demon looking at you. It is all any of you can see is the stripe of light from the hearth, revealing like its right eye down to its left side. Just like a stripe of it is visible to all of you. As it is now visible in this suggestion, we're going to roll initiative because you all can take an action. and for the moment, until things change or something happens. Rosemary as well. So please, if you could, roll me initiative.
Initiative's an ability check.
It is, and you can
But
see it.
can
so
I?
you are at disadvantage.
What about this wall here?
It's not a full wall. You can
Okay,
see in the other
okay.
room.
I roll bad.
It's
Okay.
more like a mantle with a shelf on it.
Did we get the fire started?
Not yet. I was about to come to you next. Like, you have this pile of bed sheets with oil in it in the middle of the floor, like wound up, and then you look up and you can see just a stripe of Shadow Demon waiting. Okay. Rumeme, please roll initiative. Oh, that's the worst it could be.
For him, I hope.
It is for him.
Now
Woo!
I roll nicely.
You rolled so nicely.
Okay, I need to read the rules on suggestion real quick. Because I didn't...
I think that is it immune to charmed or no?
No.
Oh well, that's
Okay.
oh, I can stay there for 8 hours basically. So I would say, all right, everyone, wait, don't attack it yet. Just escort our lovely companions out of here first.
As you see the suggestion take hold, the Shadow Demon is standing in place, and you see its face is like scowling as it understands what has happened. But the magic is binding it, and it does not get a save unless it takes damage. So,
Okay, good thing you told us.
the Shadow Demon is the first in the turn order. So it wastes its turn standing there. That is what I mean by it's the worst it could be. So,
Oh, great.
Snow, what do you do?
Start getting people out of here.
He's gonna look at Rosemary and kind of confirm. You got him?
It's just leave with people, please. Little child.
Right. Snow is gonna start escorting people out, starting with the people in the back.
Okay.
So what do I see in the Shadow Demon exactly?
So the Shadow Demon, you can see his like left eye down his chin to his chest to like his right-hand side from the side that you're looking at him. You see he's wearing like this, what once was likely a leather suit of armor with like black onyx studs all over it that's torn to pieces. Hanging around his neck is an onyx stone amulet, and at his waist you see there is a wicked like black twisted dagger on one side, and on the right-hand side you can't see it because it's invisible.
You should have chosen a better. And she will turn to Infernal and talk Infernal to him.
Infernal to me.
Okay, well, we'll handle that on your turn. First, Snow, you're escorting people out of the building.
Starting with this person and this person, I guess.
Okay, this person can walk on his own, but you can guide him out of the building. This person's going to require aid.
All right.
I assume you're going out the window?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to roll
Is
me...
there light coming from the window?
Yeah, though, it's out. It's daylight outside.
A lot of light.
And whatever control the Shadow Demon was influencing on this room, making it darker, it seems to be lessening. As it is suggested, basically, and it can't really concentrate on the effects it was performing. I need you to roll me in athletics to assist this person out the window without hurting himself.
Okay.
And as this is happening, the Blade Maidens are like looking at this Shadow Demon, and they look furious, but no one is making a move on it yet.
You said athletics?
Yes.
A 5.
Okay.
Slow going.
As you try and assist this guy out the window, he gets his one leg up, and he slips, falling back into the room, and he just hurts the shit out of his other leg that was just healed. He does take 5 points of
Kill
damage.
him instantly.
No,
Sorry.
he was healed up. It's fine. Just have a better hold next time.
Snow is gonna throw a healing word on him.
Okay, roll the healing word.
I'm sorry about that.
7 points of healing.
Okay.
Yes, for
To
two.
make up
That's
for it.
fine.
All right. So he is here.
Just a
At
little
the end of your
morphine shot
turn.
healing word.
Yeah, you're like trying to assist him out the window. It's awkward. But you've already assisted. This guy is already out of the building. So I'm going to move him here. All right. Next. Rumeme. What do you do?
Yes.
You see the Shadow Demon is suggested to hold still, and Rosemary has said don't attack him yet, or he will start moving again.
Okay. I'm
For
gonna
8
walk
hours, by the
away
way.
from him because I don't like being that close to him.
Yeah, you walk away. He doesn't make an attack of opportunity on you. You see
I'm gonna hide
Snow.
a little bit.
You see Snow is like guiding the wounded out of the building through the window. And
Should I go outside and help them on the other side? Yeah, I should do that.
So the only way out is through the roof hatch or to Misty Step. Because you can't fit through the window with Snow and the injured guy, like, piling through it.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Which one?
Misty Step.
Okay, you can see past him, so you teleport, like, right out the window. Go ahead and roll me athletics to receive the guy. The DC's much
Athletics?
lower. Yes.
Good
athletics.
lord.
Okay. The DC now was 5 because Snow was helping him out the
Hooray.
other side. So
Oh, thank God.
it's slow going and it's hard, but you do help this injured Bastionworth out the window. And he slumps back onto his foot. He just looks at you and he says, "Thanks. You've been real helpful this whole ordeal."
I'm trying.
And he spends his last bit of movement to get away from the window. That's your turn, Rumeme.
All right, cool. Now I'm outside away from the demon. What up?
Rosemary, it's your turn.
So this demon has a amulet on him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. It is a black onyx stone amulet around his neck.
I can't see what that is. So I'm going to ask my lovely little assistant here. Lavender, what is that?
That's the thing I asked you for. If you wouldn't mind collecting it, we can finish the rest of our deal here.
So do I know if I take that off him? Would that disturb his actual
No,
thing or no?
if you don't deal damage to him, it doesn't end the spell.
Well, I'm gonna straight up take that. Lavender, do you want me to kill him or?
Without this, he will certainly be weakened. I wouldn't mind if you and your little powwow of friends got to work. It will make the next step of this much easier.
Got you, Lavender. She'll just stand there with the amulet in her hand and just put it away in one of her many. Why is she a bag lady?
You did this.
Yeah, I did this myself. One of her mini bags on her literal pouches on her chain harness.
Okay, so please add to your inventory a fiendish dreamstone.
Lovely. I don't want that.
Well, you have it, so.
I know. All right.
As soon as the amulet is lifted over the Shadow Demon's head, the room is no longer dark.
So
Would
full dude is visible now.
You can see all of them.
Uh-huh.
Fucking flashbang.
I'm not allowed to make things.
That's fine. Just make a custom note, and I'll take care of it.
I got you.
You all see this amulet come off over his head, and you see, though the Shadow Demon can't really move, its, face drops. And it doesn't say anything in your head, but you hear out loud an infernal, "I will make you suffer for that."
Oh, many tried before you. Trust me. And she was saying fiendish or infernal, even my own allies.
And he just looks angry as he can't do anything about what you're doing.
For 8 hours, baby.
As the amulet is lifted off his head, Agni and Meander, you are no longer frightened.
Ray.
You feel...
Meander's
well,
afraid in her
you
own
might be
special
afraid.
way.
Yeah, you might be afraid of him, but you no longer have the frightened condition. Whatever it was that was causing that to you is gone. Rosemary. What else on your turn? You still have an action. Interacting with an item is a free action.
I will just look at Agni and be like, can you please pick that up and administer it to the patient?
The potion that he spilled?
And that's it.
I will stare with half of my life force plus and blood leaking out of me, all down the right side of myself, and be like,
I mean,
I think
do you
I
need
need
healing?
it.
Do you need healing? Do you tell me you need healing? Come on.
Yes.
His face is like torn open, so to be fair.
I don't really care about that though. I've seen worse. My face is worse. What are you talking about?
We don't know what you look like.
Oh, you don't yet.
Oh, I assumed that was a beak.
Ka.
So, do you say like, help me or something?
I say I could use some healing of my own.
Oh, well then I will go ahead and do it. This is gonna hurt me
Okay.
a fuck ton.
Yep, you hurt yourself again. Go ahead and roll it.
So is that one?
Today.
Which ones are affected by my?
So the one that's outside, and this guy, and Agni, if you use the group one.
Yeah, it's 3 more. Okay, that's fine. Healing.
I mean, you could
No.
just walk over to him and do it.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
I feel
So
like
that's
this
3.
is...
Excessive.
Okay.
It's okay.
Roll the
It's okay.
damage. Roll the damage, because it's going to be a lot.
Yeah, it's this.
Okay. So you watch as Rosemary is enervated and just like winces as the syringe comes out, and you see this golden black energy like float towards you, Agni. It's almost like it's slithering through the air like a serpent would. It makes you a little nervous. And then as it closes on your face, you heal for 22 hit points.
Like, boop.
Basically.
Well, it's flying over.
Okay.
I need to make a con save actually.
Yeah, you need to make a concentration check for what you just did to yourself.
This is gonna be bad for you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very bad.
I have a
As-
reroll if you need it.
Please give me it.
Take it. I would rather that than us perish. Agnes
I was about
to
asked
ask.
for
Okay.
healing. Is it good now?
Yeah, we're good now.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck.
I was about to ask, like, if this damages you, are you supposed to be maintaining concentration?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure was.
Also, why am I up here?
Where does this circle keep coming from?
It's because it's a 60-foot.
Oh, I see. You're
radius.
placing it for that. Okay, that's fine. All right. You restore that health, and this one in the bed, like, almost looks completely intact, except for the fact that her leg is like bent the wrong way. So she's almost back to full health, but she's like groaning and holding her leg.
Is it like healing the bone but wrong?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not really how healing magic works. If it was regeneration, it would do that, but it's not. It's just healing the small wounds. And the guy outside restores 22.
So I feel much
Rumeme,
better.
you see him, he's like limping, and then he just like, oh.
Actually, Agni, you see me recoil from that.
Well, as I'm recovering, I see you, like, stumble, I assume, or something of that nature. And I'm like, are you alright?
I'll be fine.
Well, if you say so,
Please-
and I'll reach
please
down
just
and grab
tell me.
the item that she mentioned.
You pick up the
The healing
potion.
potion.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not your turn yet, but we'll handle that when we get there.
Okay, well,
Meander.
fair enough.
She looks at the Blade Maiden. Is she? Her eyes are open. She's aware of what's happening.
Yeah, she's still playing the counter charm, but she's
Yes.
like clear and cogent as to what's happening. It seems as though a magical effect that was weighing her down is gone.
Well, Meander will take out her potion and she will feed it to the bard who's still playing as her action.
She like takes it and drinks
Yep.
it happily, and she thanks. This has been
And
a hell of a day.
she will help her. Is she seated?
Yeah.
She'll help her stand so she can concentrate on her playing and kind of guide her toward the window.
Okay.
I'm assuming, is it half speed? Because
Well, the windows and doors are open currently, technically.
Oh,
is the door open?
you see that the door doesn't look like it's locked in any way.
Okay, so she'll guide her to the door to
Okay.
escort her out.
You try the door and it opens.
So can I sit on this trunk or like thing?
Yeah.
All right, well, she sits on that.
Okay.
If
I-
it fits, it sits.
You escort this Blade Maiden out, and you lead her out the front door.
And she will not leave yet. She's not going to leave until everybody's out and continue her movement as
Okay.
far as she can this way, and then that's the end of her turn.
All right, Agni. Now it's your turn.
So I pick up the potion I dropped, and attempt to feed it to the Blade Maiden here again.
Yeah, you do so. You feed her, and she receives 10 hit points. She lets in a loud gasp as a lot of the wounds suddenly close, and she stops bleeding out. And she just... Thanks. Fuck.
Yeah, sorry about earlier. Are you okay if I carry you now?
She, like, looks at you. Yeah, you look good enough. That's fine.
Fair enough.
Thank you. Good enough. Hot diggity.
I go. I go pick her up and take her outside. And is
Roll-
anyone standing outside? But that's not
Roll athletics.
sure. I have to assume this is not too crazy.
No. But you're trying to pick her up without hurting her. And you manage it with a 10. So outside the window, you see Rumeme is like helping Snow lift people out. But you do also see Meander opened the front door and it was not blocked anymore.
I'll just walk her out then.
Okay. Yeah, you can move your full speed with your strength of 20. You have no issue carrying a person. I think that's the case. Your carrying capacity is over 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, you... Well, I guess you could action surge if you wanted. Picking up a person is technically interacting with an object, so it's not actually your action. So you could action dash to get her out if you wanted to. Or you
Yeah,
could...
fine, don't worry.
Yeah,
You could
I
throw
see
her.
No
That's
reason
fine,
not
too.
to.
Okay.
No, don't do
Dash.
that. Please don't do that.
Don't do that.
All right, you carry her out. Please indicate like where.
Just somewhere out the front door. I mean, I can move about like here is like 50, so just
As long
like
as
10
it's
more
the
feet.
light, it's
Okay.
Like, put her
probably
down.
All right, so you move her. You basically get. What's the?
Just somewhere in the mangled mass of this courtyard, I put her down.
Yeah, you You set her down, and as you lay her down, she just looks up and says, "Thanks, fuck."
That's about it.
Okay, yeah, that's your turn. It's now the Shadow Demon's turn. He's still suggested, and
He's stuck there for 8 hours.
It's
Yep.
just like a grumpy pants.
Snow, you see that there is one more wounded still in here, and the Blade Maiden who is hurt, but not, like, crippled. What do you do?
Do I think she could help the last one out?
Yeah, if you indicate that's what you think she should do, she will.
Yeah, I'll try to indicate that.
Okay, yeah.
With words, probably.
Can
She-
you get the last one out?
She nods as she climbs over, and I'm going to roll for her. Yeah, she collects the other one and begins making her way out. And that's as far as she gets. What do you do?
Oh, that's not far enough.
You can assist.
Um,
Why do I
I
keep
was
doing
gonna
that?
do something fun, but I think I might just try to help them out.
Okay.
Minimize collateral.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can
I don't
assist them
want to
and
wait.
move a little farther. You can get another 15 feet out, so they're out the door.
Yeah, let's get them out the door.
Okay.
And I can't also cast a spell during my turn, I assume.
That wasn't your action unless you action dashed.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna like talk to everyone. So, are we ready to face this thing?
Are we facing it? I thought the Blade Maidens told us to not interact with it and just leave. That's
Do you
not
think we
cowardice,
can?
by the way. I just want to live.
Do you think we can just leave it?
I'm
I
gonna
think
hear
I
from
would
the
be
window and
afraid.
be like, "Are we gonna finally kick its ass?"
I don't
Oh.
know.
It's stuck here for 8 hours, so we can come back in 8 hours. Well, less than that now, I guess. But
Are you gonna be able to concentrate on it for 8 hours?
are you gonna smack me back in the head?
I mean, we're gonna have to deal with it sooner or later, either us or the Blade Maidens, and the Blade Maidens don't seem to be doing a good job.
Oh, look,
Come on.
Fine.
I can be fine. Just don't stab me.
Are you saying we take a long rest and then try to kill him?
No.
Then what are you saying?
Take a little short rest real quick.
Okay, that doesn't give me any spells back.
I don't care about your spells.
Cool. Well, I won't be any help then.
You have these things called cantrips, don't you?
One, that does damage.
What's the other one?
Minor illusion. Sparkles appear.
Can you not talk about that in front of the enemy?
Sorry?
I think we should take this chance now that we have it.
Oh, you guys completed an initiative. You can heroic recovery, by the way.
Yeah, just don't remember spell back, but I'll heal.
Take
True.
our short rest.
Yeah, you could have after the last fight. That's totally fine.
All right, so can I make a check on this to see where it's from?
The abyss.
The abyss. So
you-
it's not from here though.
No. It is definitely
Okay.
not. Demons are never native to the prime material.
Now, which one's short rest? Because, well, it doesn't matter.
It's the little one. It looks like a little knife and fork.
All right. So,
It's still Snow's turn. So
oh, sorry.
it's all good. Snow, do you have a plan? You have an action.
I mean, I can say I will take care of this.
I say we kill it.
Okay, I rested shortly.
Okay.
Go for it.
How do I use my hit dice though?
So when you click short rest, when you click on the little knife and fork, it'll pop up the window, and you can select dice to roll. You can click roll, and it will restore those for you.
D8 only have, yes. All right.
You can roll
That's
as many as you like. Okay.
That's good enough.
Snow.
I'm gonna cast a moonbeam on top of it.
Don't. I said I can take care of it.
Well, you cast Moonbeam.
Ding ding.
Place the marker where you put it.
Round 2.
I didn't get a marker.
Fight.
Okay. Just place a circle that is
5 foot
5 foot
cylinder.
in diameter.
Are like
No.
none of us formed up at all? We're all just in our
Correct.
previous action location.
Yeah. So you're outside.
Okay.
Okay. So it's con save. Roll the 2.
I am also outside.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Rumeme, you're like right outside the
It's
window.
a small building.
You could
I
hear
mean,
all
how
this
does-
happening.
How does movie work inside a building?
It suddenly comes crashing down from the roof. Just a radiant beam of energy. And it takes 13 points of radiant damage.
Put in a sunlight, which is great, or skylight, because this thing doesn't like light.
So Snow, that's your
and
action.
It looks like an LED spotlight, kind of, or the headlights.
Oh
LED.
God.
Just-
I told you, little children, it lasts for 8 hours, and you guys just straight up attack it. Okay.
You are no longer concentrating on suggestion, as damage is taken
Yep.
by...
Well, a 1 second short rest isn't better or worse than an 8-hour short rest. So
I mean, 8 hours.
Like
You can.
a
How far can you
plan
walk
and-
for 8 hours?
Rumeme, it is now your turn. You hear a moonbeam and this strange sizzling noise, and you hear the Shadow Demon as the suggestion ends and recoils angrily in bright light. It seems as though it's weakened, and it does not have control over the darkness in this room anymore as you're looking into it. Rumeme, what do you do?
I'm gonna jump in and chromatic orb that piece of shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You jump in. Whoa. Go
Sorry,
ahead and...
There's an angry puppy.
I understand. Go ahead and roll your spell attack.
Not that angry.
That hits.
Yeah. Benny, shut up.
15 points of lightning damage. The chromatic orb, what does it look like?
Like a rainbow of lightning, like a Hadouken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a burst of lightning.
Please don't hit me with that.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was like trying to explain it, and I was like, wait, I've seen this before. I've seen this episode before.
God damn it.
in its weakened state, Rumeme, you blast it, and it recoils angrily, lightning scorching its body all over its chest and side. It looks like that hurt a lot. Rosemary, it's your turn.
I was gonna do something with this, but that's fine. I can still try, but
You can try whatever you like.
is that as bad as killing it though?
I don't know. I don't know what you're going to
Hey,
try.
I will just show you this. So is that as bad as killing it though? Would it feel the pain of actually,
No.
or would be like more pissed off because it's like, oh well, that's that.
That's it's the gentler option, basically.
I mean, still though, it's like, oh, I got summoned here for that, and that's oh,
You don't know how
No,
it got
I-
here.
true. I'm within 5 feet of it, sadly. So I will just. I didn't stab Meander, did I? No.
Nope.
I didn't stab anyone inside this actual fucking room. So instead, I can't even stab myself, sadly, because that doesn't work unless I drain blood from enemies, which I could have, but I didn't because children. Instead, I shall just.
What are you doing? Are you attacking? Are you going to cast a spell? What's the plan?
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
Wait, do I know that? it's
that would
natural?
not work. You know that would not
Okay.
work on this creature.
Ugh,
It is not a humanoid.
this is bad. This is bad then. Well, I shall attack then. Fuck it. Why
Okay.
not? Oh, bones out. Shield out.
Bonesaw is ready.
Bone
saw is
ready.
It's just the way it is, I guess.
Yep. Go ahead and make your attack. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I have one more suck.
You gonna
Wait.
use it?
They get sucked. I get sucked from long rest, right?
Yes.
Well,
So you have one more.
I am missing some health because I healed these motherfuckers.
You did
I
indeed.
will. I will
Okay.
suck then.
Roll 3d6.
Yay!
Okay. You deal an additional 12 damage and you restore that much. Or half that much.
Half much, yes. That's-
As the bone saw bites into the shadow demon, You watch as its flesh begins to necrofy around where the bone saw hits it, and you see the shadow demon like lurches forward, slumping in pain, and it is bloodied and beyond. It's not quite critically wounded, but it is very hurt.
People whisper into its ear. So who summoned you? Who do you work for? In Infernal, at least.
You hear, as he's wincing, "Go fuck yourself."
I see. I do it all the time, but
Oh, heavens!
You can go back to that wretched whore you work for.
you know
Weird.
that?
Of course, you reek of her. And that's your turn.
Yep.
Meander, what are you up to?
Hey, I have cantrips
Yeah.
as dust. I'm gonna throw a starry wisp.
Okay.
21.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Max damage.
8 points of radiant damage.
I think he radiates dim light and can't go invisible. Which is good, because he seemed to do that.
Yeah, that's kind of a moot point now, as he's lost his amulet.
Yeah, I got
But-
it right here.
Well, you could just pretend.
Yeah,
So I feel
he
useful.
absolutely cannot go invisible. Well done.
Oh,
You have a bonus
Another-
action? You want to bardic anybody, or
actually, I'll bardic. Oh, I can see snow. I'll bardic snow.
You
and
can
just
see me
say,
too.
You don't seem like you need help. I'm gonna bardic snow and just say, let him have it.
what does your bardic inspiration look like?
She does a little strum on her harp, and then when like Snow looks back at her to see what she's doing, she just like gives him a wink, and he feels very inspired because he has to, because I inspired him. Whether
He
likes
has
it or
to,
not.
yes. All right,
Even if that makes him cringe.
Because of the
He's still
implication.
inspired.
Agni. It's now
I
your
mean, there's
turn.
nowhere to go, but nothing's gonna happen. Well, I'm pretty far.
You are.
I definitely saw a beam of light just blast its way through the ceiling.
You've also heard combat, like you've heard them fighting the creature.
Yeah. I mean, it's all been 6 seconds. I'll go ahead and run my way into the room.
Okay, you run
Some more
into the
6 seconds,
door.
actually,
That's-
probably.
Each round is 6 seconds. You spend 15 feet of movement. You get inside the door, and you see the shadow demon. It's looking brutally wounded. It's got a moonbeam coming down on its head. You see Rosemary is like leaning into it with a bone saw in hand and is like talking to it. And it looks brutally angry with her. And it's like raising claws, like about to strike. What do you do?
Oh, I guess I will just kind of walk my final 15 feet over here.
You have
And then
another action surge if you want to get
I
into
do.
melee.
I'm probably just going to
throw
use some hand
stuff.
axes.
Okay, you throw hand
Well,
axes. You
I
throw
mean,
hands.
I can't.
Axes.
If I'm going to use an action surge anyway, I can't really do that if I throw both of my hand axes, because then I only have the 2 hand axes. So I guess I could probably just action surge into location.
You could do that. Yeah, if you action
Yeah.
surge, you can get into melee.
Maybe go. Like,
you don't want to
here.
end your turn
I don't.
in the
I was going to
moonbeam.
say I don't know. I was going to ask if I take damage from allied moonbeams. So
You
you
do,
do.
yes.
A little bit.
okay.
Just a smidge.
It happens at the
Crispy.
start of your turn, so passing through it is fine. Just don't end your turn in it, or you will hurt. All right,
Well, I have the perfect amount of movement to make it that far.
perfect.
So
Look at you. You're back
gonna-
again.
you always seem to need help.
You hear Agni in your mind. You have no idea, but perhaps you might be amenable to offering more in the future. It's the same whisper.
Well, maybe you'd be amenable to this, and then just.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and attack it. You fucking crit it.
God damn.
Oh no, you
I
don't.
still have not crit it.
Why does it show
looks
green?
like it every time. I don't know.
Okay, well, you hit it with a 25. Go ahead and roll damage. Will you just hurry up and crit the fucking thing? So,
I wish.
It's really
Okay,
selfish of you,
Agni,
actually.
as you run past Rosemary and you say, "How about this?" How do you finish the shadow demon? How do you kill it?
We've been pretty partial to all of our lightning effects, and isn't this thing basically a big old lightning sword?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I like stab it into it, and like the electricity just like bounces around everywhere. It looks crazy.
okay.
That's about it.
As a cacophony of lightning just out of the chest of this creature, the shadow demon like scowls as it slumps down to its knees, like trying to pull the longsword out of its chest, but it's already beginning to evaporate into the same fiendish, demonic mist that all the other ones did. And it just looks up at you, Agni, and it just says in common, "I will be back." And then it vaporizes.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
He puts
Hey, do
on
they
cool
actually come
shades and
back?
goes, "I'll be back," and just vanishes.
I'm just gonna look at Rosemary like, do they come back?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Oh, I would have tried a little harder not to piss it off, I guess. Just like
I
pick
mean,
up the sword.
it's fine. That's why I'm the prayer life and death. Well, you'll learn, don't worry. And she'll pat him on the. How tall is Agni?
Like 6'5" or something. I don't remember
that
what I wrote
She'll
down.
pat you on
Very
the
tall orc.
like under the shoulder, like under the just on the back, on the straight up back. That's it.
Somewhere on the backside. What you can
Yeah.
reach.
As you have slain the shadow demon, the threat is gone. And Rosemary, the amulet in your pouch, you hear, "You have done marvelously well, my darling. And while our tall orcish friend here doesn't seem interested, those other two are. So whenever you're ready, I have your reward waiting for you."
Lavender, it's fine.
Who's this?
In
Mommy?
time. In time.
As Rosemary seems to be like lost for a moment, like looking off into the distance, the fight is over, you guys. And what do you fucking do? The Blade Maidens are like the healthier ones are giving a shoulder to support the ones that are wounded terribly, and they're all beginning to try to make the trek back to
Sleds
Redoubt.
and
There's-
snow moose.
Moose. I will go up to Meander first.
Oh, hello.
Hello, little one. Here, take this, and she will dig out.
You're not gonna stab me.
I know, unless you want it.
No, I'm okay. Thank you. What
Do-
what
do
are,
you
what are
need-
you handing me? No, I'm great actually. Short rested.
Okay. Well, she'll give you a small little parchment wrapped treat.
Is this cursed? You have to tell me if it's cursed. I asked.
It's not cursed. No.
Inside check.
Okay, roll an
Here, go
insight
ahead.
check.
22. That's we're going.
Rosemary's not telling you the whole story.
Thanks. An avocado. Thanks. She'll put it in her bag.
Avocado? What the?
Yes.
Yeah, Bastion, Blade Maiden, like next to you says, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Don't worry about
What's
it.
Auto.
Avocado. What is that?
It's a fruit, I think.
It's a fruit. No, it's a nut actually, but that's fine.
You're not. I put it in my bag. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate whatever this is.
I will go up to Rumere then and give her a same treat.
Who?
Grandma's
Thank you
want
for-
candy.
I'm sorry. Who?
Rumi.
Oh,
Rumeme.
Rumeme. Okay.
Rumeme, yes. Rumeme. Oh, whatever. Fuck it.
You
What
give.
did I
I'll give
do?
her same treat.
You are given a candy by Rosemary.
I'm given a candy. Why are you giving this to me?
Because
valid
you helped
question.
us. You were a good child. And she'll. How tall is she actually?
I don't know. 5'5"?
Well, she will try to stretch up and pat your head then.
You'd get a pat. and
Rosemary
you'd
is
get
very
a-
short.
Oh,
For context, she's
Got
like,
it. I thought I was short.
nah. Rosemary's
Technically,
like
she is
4'11".
She's technically 6'4", but or no, sorry.
Whoa.
She's technically
No way.
4'6".
I have never
Tiny.
been called that
4'6",
short in my life.
She's
So you're
technically
saying I got ass
4'6".
slapped earlier?
Probably.
Oh, you get ass slapped,
Yeah.
yes.
Reaches
She's
all the way
a
up, just ass slap.
4'6", definitely.
Is Agni upset
4'6"
about
with
it?
her actual like boots. 4'7" with her
Used to it,
actual boots
probably.
on. 4'8" with her
4'7".
snowshoes on.
Okay. Very short.
All right.
I'm 4'7"
I'll
with
take
snowshoes.
this, but if it curses me in any way, I'm coming after you.
That's valid.
That's. I have had many try.
That's not very
And then she go up the
encouraging.
snow then, which is all over there. Damn.
We could. So the battle map is not accurate anymore. You guys you're clearing up basically. So we're going to go ahead and switch to the travel map.
She would go up the snow and be like, "Here, take this." Well, you didn't do anything really impressive, except turn to a dog.
Oh, that's all right. I wouldn't want to impose on you.
So here's a participation medal.
I'm quite all right, thank you.
Not too bad she gave it to you, sadly. No, please, you did help. You did help the survivors out.
What you just said he
Snow
didn't.
Snow will reluctantly take it.
Like I said, participation medal. Anyway.
Wonderful.
You see one of the Blade Maidens and one of the Bastionworth like step up to Rosemary, and they're not the injured ones, and they look hopeful, basically like waiting to see what happens. One on the left says, "So, I heard we have a great future, and you're to lead the way."
Of course. Just wait 1 second, though. She will look at Snow and Agni. I saw one spell slot left, right? Yeah. She will go up to Snow and Agni. Smile at. Well, they can't see the behind the mask, but she will slowly. No, fuck it, she won't. She's gonna look at them and just hold out her hand, both hands.
What are you
I
doing?
grab a hand.
Okay, so Snow is suspicious, and Agni takes a hand.
I mean, I've been healed like 7 times now by this person. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
And she will look at Snow.
What are you doing?
Are you? Please take my hand.
Why? You're gonna need to explain some of
That's
this
a
sooner or
solid
later.
question.
I need to explain why you're gonna take my hand. Because I'm
Yes.
gonna cast a spell on you.
Well, I mean, I don't consent to someone casting spells on me unless I know what it is.
Please.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I think I'll pass for now.
Okay, and then she would look at the other two. Anyone else have any strength to actually lift up people?
Lift up people?
Yes.
Snow does,
Yeah, he denied it though, so.
but he doesn't need help. He can pull people as a moose. I've seen it.
No, it's not that. It's just for this to carry people.
I don't understand. What if you told me what you're doing?
That. I am going to cast this fly spell.
Why?
Because you need to get out of here quickly before other reinforcements of these demons or other things happen.
But Snow can turn into a moose.
You can fly. Flying is better than on the ground, but
Well, how long does it last?
10 minutes. You can
Do you
fly
think it
60
took us
feet.
10 minutes to get here?
You can fly 60 feet.
Echo, is that enough
In
time to get
one
us
round.
back home?
It would get you a good distance of it because you would fly at double your movement speed, basically.
How long did it take us to get here?
The hike up to Outpost 9 took about maybe an hour and a half, but you were trudging through snow, and it was slow, and there was a fight on the way. You don't know if 10 minutes of flight would get you all the way back, but it would take a big chunk out of it.
What? And how many survivors are there? 6, you said?
Yeah, 6. 3 of them are grievously wounded.
And then 5 people. So you want 2 of us to fly to carry people?
If you can, yes.
I just don't think enough people will be able to be carried.
I can't do more than that, sadly. But you can deposit them in places that are safe. And she does quotation marks in the air.
Right? I feel like separating the group is questionable.
How
To get
about
people
this?
further than others.
You fly with some of them. I'll carry the rest of them on my back.
Oh, she can't. Lady Turn
What do
says
you mean?
she's going to come with us.
Where are you going?
Echo.
Yes, Pen? File your grievances elsewhere.
Ah.
Off to a safe haven.
Wow, none of this makes sense. How are we getting out of here?
You're flying out of here if I cast my spell, but you don't want it.
I don't want to separate the group. And I can't carry anybody. I don't know how strong. I got like a
That's
I
why
have a
I'm giving.
5.
That's why I try to give it to this individual.
Why didn't you tell him that you were going to cast fly on him?
He didn't ask the spell.
Yes, he did.
I said what are you trying to do, not really the spell.
That's
so.
semantics, Rosemary. You knew what he
I
wanted to know.
I just wanted to touch his hand to cast a spell. Just touch his hand, that's it.
I don't think separating the group is the wisest decision here. I know I'm new.
Look.
I know my opinion doesn't really have
Nice
much
to meet
weight.
you, by the way.
Oh yeah, pleasure. But,
you were shocking in that fight.
It's
That's
nice to have
lovely.
people to fight along the good side with.
See,
yeah.
you don't seem like you're from around here. Are you a blade maiden?
Me? No. Are you?
Are you cold?
No.
Who are you asking?
The new person.
What did you ask me?
Are you cold?
No, I'm not cold.
Oh.
Should I be cold?
I mean, it is very cold out. You're wearing winter gear, but it's freezing, so you're as cold as everybody else, basically.
Yeah.
Not me, sadly.
So, as we are nearing the end of the session, Rosemary, it seems as though the party does not trust you enough to cast fly upon them, which, as you come to this realization, you hear in your mind, we take our wins where we find them. Now, it is time to accept the beck and call. And behind you, a red, sulfurous portal opens.
Well, I wanted to get to safety. At least safeness. But good luck. And she will step into the portal.
As she does, you
Bye.
watch. You watch as the Blade Maiden and the Bastionworth that were speaking up for her look to you all, and one of the other Blade Maidens says, Olga, where are you going? And the Blade Maiden just looks and says, I have a promise for a new future. where I could find real power.
Sounds like a cult.
Maybe.
I thought Blade Maidens were for life.
Who said that?
I don't know.
If I get stronger,
Yeah,
I'll be
I
able
thought
to
it was
defend.
like the gang slime. Blade Maidens for life. Just
For
kidding.
life.
That's definitely not true. But if I get powerful enough, I can come back to Redoubt and cleanse these demons myself. And this... And she looks at the other Bastionworth who's already heading toward the portal. We both think is right.
Does she seem charmed?
Roll an insight check.
I want to use my last I want to use my last reroll.
Okay,
on this.
go ahead.
Natural 20.
With a
23.
natural 20, she seems not charmed, but convinced. Like she seems like she firmly believes what she's saying.
She's going of her own free will. Vander doesn't do anything about it. Okay.
Thank you all for your
Well-
help.
Does anyone else want to join us?
No, that sounds like crazy bullshit.
It's not, but I love your enthusiasm.
As the
Okay.
Bastionworth and the Blade
Fine.
Maiden step into the portal, and Rosemary, you dip into the portal as well.
I will wave a hand and say in Meander's voice, "See you later."
Thank you for all the help.
Sounding like Meander, that's what Snow replies to. Okay.
What?
As the portal is closing, you see that a pair of perfectly manicured red hands reach around the portal and close it with a curtain. And then it vanishes. And that is where Rosemary departs from the party. And Julie, I want to thank you for guest playing the character Rosemary in this adventure. She will return. We will see as to what the hell she's up to. But Julie, thank you. And as we get to the end of this episode, as we come to the end of this session, I want to thank you all for playing with me. I hope you guys had a good time. I know a lot of crazy stuff happened.
Wah.
And everyone, please welcome Sin
Hi, Sam.
as
Hello.
Rumeme to the table.
Ramune.
That's a drink.
Rumeme.
It's a good ass drink.
Rumeme.
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 Dank
Rumeme.
Rumemes.
As we come to the end of the session, I want to, give everybody the
Nice.
opportunity to vote for a point of inspiration. As always. Hold on a minute. What's going on here?
Hold on a tick. What's all this
Hold
then?
on. All right,
Okay.
all right.
Well, what's all this then?
We're going to start alphabetically at the top of the
Tuesday.
order with Sin.
Oh god.
Yep. Who did something that you liked this session?
I liked the way is it Agni or Angie?
He's
Agni.
angry.
Angie,
He's very
Aggie.
angry.
He
Angie.
is
Okay.
not very angry, to be honest.
I like the way he parkoured across the top of the building to come help me fight, and then I just was like, later. So
Yeah,
I
drop the
appreciate
demon
the,
on my head.
parkour. Yeah, I appreciate
Okay.
the parkour.
That was solid. Enmeyer.
Parkour. I don't know how this works because the character is departing, but I actually had a lot of fun role playing with Rosemary this round.
You can
So-
absolutely, you guys can vote for Julie, absolutely. She'll just
So
have
I'll
an
be
Yeah,
inspiration.
voting for
give
Julie.
me more. Give me more. Things to make it real.
Maybe she'll get inspiration when she comes back around.
Okay, Julie. Next, Asenji.
Yeah, lots of great moments. I think I'm gonna have to give it to Agni for the what was it, triple sub 1 roll.
It was one, a 3, and a 1, and none of them broke 0.
Oh
It
yeah, that was good
amazing.
too. That was
like
good.
that's what I really love about this campaign specifically is that we have such a harsh dump stat, and it just
Yeah.
the fact that it comes into play is really fun to see. So.
And you followed
Yeah, for
them
you
up
though.
with like a 15, 16, and a 17 wisdom rolls on like a disadvantaged roll, even. I was like, okay.
Must be nice.
All right, Julie. Who did something that you liked this session?
Well, I love how Agni was like, "Yes, man," to me the whole time. Like, She killed me, so fuck it. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Fair enough.
I saw no reason to doubt the creepy plague mask.
No
lady.
reason at all.
I
Okay.
mean, if you guys actually asked her, she would have revealed her face, but
Miss
I mean, you
Ma'am,
didn't,
we
so.
asked questions.
You didn't ask her to reveal her face, though, so.
I guess.
It's true. No one asked to see Rosemary's face.
I mean, had it actually
I looked in
stopped
her
up, so.
holes.
yeah, but you can't see through
You
the
couldn't
holes.
see that behind her.
Also, horrible way
magical
to
effect.
say it. Horrible way to say
I
it.
said what I said.
We know. All right, next. Thank you, Julie, for the vote. Pen.
I am voting for Rumeme because encourage what you like to see. She tried to big brain her electricity affinity, and I think that's cool and interesting, and I like to see that, and I hope people do that more. Push the boundaries, ask questions, see what you can do with your abilities.
Yes, that was cool. I
It
would
was
have.
really creative.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you voted for
Thank
that.
you.
I would have given you anything, but you rolled under a 5, and I can't. You were just
Sometimes
anxious.
the rolls are not on your
That's
side, but I
fair.
thought it was
That's
clever.
fair. Thank
All right.
you. Thank you.
So, Enmeyer, through popular vote, you've earned the player's vote for inspiration for your performance today.
Sweet.
Well done.
So I can roll another sub 1 on a dex.
Can't
save.
wait.
Please don't do that.
Thank you all for playing with me tonight. I hope you had a good time. To all of you, those of you who are at home or at work watching, hi, Penn. Hi, Emily. Hi, class. Hi, everybody else. We love you all, and I wish you a good night.